Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to Prestige Encounters, the Dungeons & Dragons campaign brought to you by Prestige Game Community. I am your Dungeon Master, Salkos, and we have a very exciting session in store for you today, but first and foremost, we have a few announcements to get through. First and foremost, we will be missing Chloe here, who is Astra, and Noah, who is Phineas, in our campaign over the next couple weeks. Stay tuned in our server, on our Discord server, for further updates on Prestige Encounter sessions, so on and so forth. We're also missing Kydro and Nazmir today. I believe that Kydro will be here later, so we'll see. A lot of music will be here tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you can be using at your tables at home. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com or use the command !midnight in our chat for a direct link to the website. Go to Spotify to listen to the music, watch your music videos on YouTube, or even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. We also utilize Arkenforge. Arkenforge is a comprehensive tool for dungeon masters and game masters alike to create maps and more, such as playlists for music, ambient sounds, and sound effects to further immerse their players into the world that they create or use if you're a module player, and that's perfectly fine. You can take the easy route. Just kidding. Anyway, for more information, go to arkenforge.com, and if you want to save $5 on your one-time $35 purchase, which will be just $30 at that point, use the code PRESTIGE at checkout. And it's no subscription. There are too many subscriptions in life, guys. Like, there's so many subscriptions nowadays. It's nice to have a software that's only a one-time fee. So $35 or $30 if you're fiscally responsible. Prestige at checkout. We also have some really exciting news. Our Minecraft server is starting to reopen for right now, just for Discord community members only, for Java and the most recent updates. So you can go and build yourself a cherry wood house. And we are working with Mythicraft, which is a RPG plugin, soft developer thing, where we're gonna be having custom bosses and dungeons in the server. These bosses will directly drop items and further rewards, such as an extra powerful sword that is more durable than the ones you typically find, armor that boosts your speed in the world, or gives you more armor than like netherite would, and more. It's really exciting. The dungeons are going to be worked on. They have puzzles, classic dungeon crawler, mini boss fights until you get to the big boss at the end to give you the really awesome feeling of a MMORPG in a Minecraft server, but also sticking to the original game. Be aware, everybody, that as you get further away from spawn, the monsters also increase in difficulty as their health and damage that they deal goes higher, and there is no cap to it. So have fun with that, y'all. Just don't go out 10,000 blocks. You'll be fine. There's no need for it. And that is all the announcements I have for our opening announcements. Am I missing anything?
Trevor Project.
Yes. So there's only 2 days left in our Trevor Project fundraiser. We have raised $40 so far. Amazing. Feel free to donate using the button below the stream where the subscribe or follow button typically would be. And for those of you who are just watching to be part of the campaign in mind, welcome. You're also supporting us by being here. So hooray.
And you can donate after the stream is over, just in case you
can
think you missed your
donate at any point. Donate at any point. So great time. Wonderful. So grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we welcome you to our table, and we are now beginning session 44 of Prestige Encounters. And here to tell us what happened last week, in case you missed, is none other than Dion.
Recap. I'm sure I could do that. So after a terrifying battle at the base of this great tree that leads into the underworld, we headed through the base into the underworld, where we were actually greeted by a apparition or ghost of some sort of a tabaxi man who called himself Cookie. And he actually said that he was he lost his life because of one of our party members evaporating him or something of the sort. I shut it out of my mind so I don't have to think about it anymore. But he led us on and told us that we could find rest in a abandoned house that had somehow become present in the underworld. And I was ecstatic about that. I was bleeding from multiple places that I shouldn't be, and rest sounded greater than ever. So, after a bit of a walk, we made it to said house and was surrounded by tombstones. But not just regular burial headstones with a name and all that. It was it was statues of people that seemed to be petrified in terror. And petrified they were. But as we tried to make our way into this locked house, Cookie let himself through by phasing through the wall. Very convenient. And Kydro seemed very interested in ripping the hand off of a statue. I'm not sure why he would. But doing so led to a bunch of undead to crawl out of the ground and chase after us. I wasn't very happy about this. As I mentioned, I was bleeding from places already, so I didn't want to bleed more or perhaps die out there. So I rushed in as quick as possible. And through that, we ended up trying to board up all the windows and doors we could and get through the house as quick as possible, in which the second floor was actually completely collapsed. Pretty interesting. But ultimately, we made our way through, barricading as much as possible, and once we made it to that final back room, we were met with 3 undead Medusas. Quite a horrible sight. In fact, a sight that you wouldn't want to look at all, because if you did, you'd turn to stone. So, thinking on my toes, I flew into a rage and tried to do as much damage as possible, but it wasn't enough, and I seemed to fall unconscious. Everything was dark for a while, but I was awakened by what I assume was Phineas, and I saw him talking to an entity that I couldn't really make out what his intentions were, but he seemed to make some sort of deal with this being. And that concerns me so. But after that was said and done, there was no more undead to fear. Nowhere around the house, and no more Medusas inside of the mansion. Ultimately, we are all safe except for the fact that we can't seem to find Casimir and Nazmir, and this also concerns me. But anyway, I need to continue resting and be in better shape for tomorrow. Whatever that will bring us.
So at this point, you are all taking a long rest, skipping the watches for the night. And I need a Constitution saving throw from the party, please.
Are they within my aura at the very least?
I would say that you're all sleeping pretty close together.
We all hold it up for warmth. Everyone gets a +3 on that bad bitch.
18.
Not you, Casimir.
22! Okay.
I will do a Constitution saving throw, but Phineas Rex does actually have something he wants to do before he goes to sleep.
Sure.
I don't
So,
know.
can we resolve that now, or
Yeah,
I
we
can do
can.
a con save?
Go ahead and roll the con save, and then we'll discuss that.
Okay.
Dion got a natural 1 for his natural 1 this session. Hey.
Yeah.
That's
But the
one now.
save itself is what, like plus what?
Plus an additional 3 on top.
Plus an additional 3, so it's a total of 11.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's very good.
Can't even
you know,
get under a 10 with a natural 1.
Barbarian
And
moment.
what did Phineas want to do?
Phineas Rex, just watching the party kind of sleepily, just, the remaining party members pile their stuff together, sitting down and, resting. Just going to, he's tap his fingers on the floorboards for a moment. Yes. Think about it then. Alright. And he's going to take out the Orb of Scrying. There's no sign of Casimir or Nazmir outside. No sign whatsoever, and we did look. But it must be reasoned that they're still somewhere on this plane. Can't assume that they're gone at all. So, and I'll start swirling my hands around it, and I'll start to cast scrying through the orb. See if I can find. I'll look for Casimir. But I will ask around. As I do this, it will help if anyone has something of Casimir's or Nazmir's. Does anyone have an item of theirs? We've been traveling together long enough. You have to have something.
I believe I have their
Anyone?
friendship.
Casimir's plate mail is technically in a bag of holding.
Which is.
All the things.
Yes, as I'm searching through my bag, I hear the rustle, the familiar metallic rustle of chainmail. I start pulling it out.
What's
Length
that?
by length, okay? Foot by foot. And we got a huge chainmail armor set.
Oh, is that one of his?
Yes, this is Casimir's.
That'll do. That's heavy. Ugh. All right, just put it here in the center. Let's see what I can do. And crying.
I need
here's the
Casimir to make
crystal
a
ball.
wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And what's the DC since you have his armor?
I have met the target. Would you consider us familiar by this point?
Yeah, but I think it's only one of the
Okay.
like if you have something, it's just that. If you like, that's a step program. It doesn't all
It's.
add up. I might be incorrect. I've never cast Scrying.
I think it's. How will you know? It's like any sort of physical connection you have to it. So it's both of them, knowledge and connection. A little bit of knowledge, so it's a -5 to the DC, and possession or garment. It's another -4 to the DC. So the DC already is 18, and then you -9 from whatever it is you roll.
It's 15.
So,
So I
as
should see you.
the kind of swirling mist inside this orb starts to clear, what you see is Casimir face down in the middle of the forest. There doesn't appear to be any sort of undead in his immediate vicinity that you can see, but he is bleeding. He is scratched. But as you look very closely, he appears to be breathing.
He's alive, that much I can tell. He appears to be. Any sign of Nazmir near him?
There's nothing near him right now that you can see other than like the
Yeah.
petrified trees. You can guess that he's close.
Somewhere near the trees. He's been dragged out there. He's breathing. He's unconscious. No sign of anything else near him.
Should we go get him? And try to find him, or?
Could I deduce from what I see a direction relative to where we are?
Make a survival check.
Yeah. 17.
So you know that he and Asmir went around the back of the house, which is to the north. You might be able to pick up the trail there.
Maybe a trail around north from here. Yes, I think I may be able to find him.
That might
The question
be
is,
smartest.
what condition are you all in? He's safe for now. What about you?
I don't feel very great.
Well, perhaps we could leave him to die.
No.
That was a test. I was just testing you. Just desperate attempt at humor at a time like this.
Hmm.
No, yes, of course. He's your friend. Well, I'm feeling well enough for now. And Astra, you're well enough? You think you may be able to venture with me. We shall absolutely need your magics.
I will keep an
Who
eye
else?
out and an ear, but I have no more magic to spare.
All right, very well. Nonetheless, you should be helpful here. I'll look at the rest of the crew. Anyone else who's fit enough? I think everyone else is super wounded, aren't they?
I believe Quasar's already asleep.
Quasar's asleep. Dion is half dead.
Dan's on his way to sleep. He's like,
Best not wake them. How's Cormac doing?
I think Cormac's sleeping too, to be honest. I think. Oh,
All right, just you and me then. Perfect. Out into the haunted forest. Yes. All right. And we should go. Before something eats him, I suppose.
yes. Speaking
Um,
of, and as we're leaving the room, she's gonna talk a little quieter. Where did they all go?
The creatures who were attacking us, you mean?
Yes.
They were vanquished. You wish to know the sordid details? Evidently. Well, this is something I thought perhaps you may want to spare yourself knowledge of, but no. You have an interest in these things, don't you?
What things?
They are. It's become clear that there are a great many movers and shakers on the board. I suppose by now it's dawned upon you that there are those watching you, many of which have their own agendas, it seems. Well, there we were, all of us, lying bruised, battered, defeated. I was barely conscious. And, suddenly an entity appeared before me, a little boy or something like that. Offered a way out. And I took it. What else was one to do? The way out in question, of course, involved something very simple. Offered me a token, some kind of trinket, possibly some totem or another. Entities like these always have them. Asked something a simple task. Bury the totem, the tooth in this case, in the plant material whenever we arrive there. And in exchange it would make our troubles go away.
Hold on. Well, can I see that tooth?
Tooth? Yes, of course. I reach inside. It was this thing, yeah. No, I'll sort of hold it up. Ghastly thing, isn't it?
Hmm.
You never brushed, I think.
From what I know about teeth and bones, what can I tell about this tooth?
Make a medicine check.
Okay.
So this
I
far, I'll say that you
wanna-
guys are carefully peeling back some of the
Yeah.
barricades you put
Yeah.
against the window.
If you really must know, I made a bargain.
So this, all you can really tell is that this is a molar of some sort. Seems to be torn out at the root, as the bottom of it is still kind of like bloodied. It's not necessarily rotten, but it has like a yellowish tint to it. Like this what I went into, like, probably drinks a lot of coffee or something. It's not white.
Okay. You made a trade.
Yes, trade.
Their help
Wow.
for
They're helping
A
you
tooth?
needed for exactly transportation of this little thing here. Now, whatever it's worth to them, I suppose we'll find out. But I assume we can all agree. I think we can all agree it was whatever it is, it's worth our continued survival for now.
Mhm. Maybe.
You don't seem very perturbed by this.
I'm thinking. I'm wondering if our quest is worth it for this. I don't have a good feeling about this tooth. It's something in my stomach. I don't like it. Planting it.
Well,
There's-
I think that
I
your
haven't-
ill feeling is certainly valid, and I treasure your ability to continue to have it. You're
I don't-
welcome.
believe I've buried the seed I was given. Yeah, I haven't buried that. I've been given something to bury as well. But it's something that goes in the ground.
Back in the prime material, no doubt.
What do you think will
Perhaps we
happen?
can I can't imagine. The growth of some horrible new life. Or beautiful, who knows? Perhaps we weren't given specific instructions. Perhaps we can plant both of our seeds side by side and watch them go at it.
That would be interesting.
It'd be entertaining, if nothing else.
Would they even know if you never planted it? Because I wonder, Phineas, why they wouldn't plant it themselves. Why wouldn't they go and plant it? Why can't they? That's making me wonder, would they even know if you didn't
I
plant
imagine
it?
they would. Creatures like this have a very, very long range on what they're able to see.
I see.
As you guys step out the window, you look down to the ground and notice that there was definitely a struggle in this area. There's a little bit of this black blood that seems to be like the rotten that you found within the zombies, mixed with some red fresh blood, and then the tracks go off into the forest.
This must be it. Yes, this direction. I'm sure of it. Must be further into the woods. Now, for safety's sake, perhaps we shall ride tandem on the broom. And I get the broom ready. We'll just sort of hover.
Right. It carries two.
I should think so.
It does.
I'm not very heavy.
Well,
Sad
do have meat in my
byproduct of a
bones.
sedentary life.
I'm a little taller than you as well.
Indeed. I must say, I regret we haven't had much chance to speak. I can tell you're someone of some power. Very impressive. A student of the arcane, perhaps?
I don't believe so. No, that is not my tribe.
Well, something more primal. Druidic magic, no doubt.
You speak it? She's gonna start rambling off in Druidic to you. I've never met anyone else who speaks this. This is incredible. Only my brother and I, my family. It's like, I don't know. It's crazy.
At this point,
I see.
after running the broom for a short amount of time, you come into the clearing where you saw Casimir's body laying face down. But there is like bloody skid marks across the ground where he has been dragged.
Dragged further.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, we may have lost him for now.
I don't know. I would like to follow the skid marks or whatever. I'd like to follow those. Does it go into like brush? I know, right?
There is none.
So
a
it's
petrified forest, just solid trees that are made of stone.
So it's going in between the trees. I'm
Yeah.
following this trail, and I'm gonna keep my hidden step at the ready in case I get spooked and startled.
How are you moving?
Quietly.
Quietly?
I think we're still floating on the broom, if we can. Or is
I'm
it
going
not
to get
possible this
down.
time? Okay.
So I can
Alright.
track with my eyes.
Give me a stealth check from Astra then.
Okay. I'll also move quietly with her.
Stealth check from you as you kind of go above the canopy, I would say, to stay out of line of sight.
Alright. That's
What kind of
that's a
sound
9.
does a flying broom make when it goes?
Doesn't make any sound.
That's disappointing.
I got a what's 7 plus 4? 11.
Okay. So
Yeah.
as you both kind of go along this trail, the blood is starting to get more fresh as you go along. It hasn't been here for long. It's not very dry at all, but it's more vibrant as it is less oxidized and exposed. And eventually you see the small light of a fire. And as you kind of look, stepping on some rocks, them crunchy beneath your feet as you do so, Phineas hitting some of the branches on his way up, gets a little bit of a snag on his cloak and tears at it, and some of the stone branches come crumbling down. You see Casimir laying with his head rested on a stone next to the fire, still unconscious. And then a small creature kind of like crawls out on all fours. This greenish skin, very, very tight to his frame, with these pointed ears. He seems to resemble some sort of goblin, but it would be a goblin outside the fact that his skin is clearly decaying and his eyes are still just like this bright glowing yellow. And like comes over to Casimir and he's like, he has his back turned to you guys. You can't quite see what he's doing, but he's currently messing with something on Casimir's body.
Nah, I'm gonna hidden step like I had prepared. Okay, invisibility. I'm gonna take my whole fist. Okay, straight into the back of his skull. I want to punch him. Stop it.
Roll to
Stop
hit.
hurting my friends. Give me a second for that. I never do this.
Unarmed strike.
I'm gonna cantrip. No, I don't think I can with both of those at the same time. Never mind.
Is hidden step an ability or is it a spell?
It's a feature.
So you can do both.
I can.
Yeah, you can hidden step as your bonus action and then
Let me
cantrip.
roll this. I'm gonna do a primal savagery. We're gonna get claws on this. 16.
16 will hit.
Okay, that's 12 points of damage to this little guy.
All right. So as you quickly vanish, you run up, slash at him here. And he stumbles back. He's like clinging his chest and like scrambling back, pushing his legs back from you as like he looks down his chest and there's just like this ooze coming out of it. He looked down at Casimir and see that he was being bandaged.
Oh.
That's just killing more innocents.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Here, she's gonna pull out one of her own med kits and then get down on her knees.
I'll swoop in, Eldritch Blast at the ready.
Aim it at Astra.
Back away, you horrible creature.
It's okay. I already hurt him. Pretty bad. Come here.
Yes, he's... Job is half done, it seems. We can finish it now.
Did this even work on it?
He's gonna like pat himself. I guess I'm alright.
Oh. You had me worried for a second, you know. I can't have any more murders on my list. That would not be good.
Let's pull this.
He's not hurt me again. He's gonna like bow, like low to the ground.
I'll try not to.
What were you doing with him?
I found him in the ground, and I saved him from death and becoming one of us.
And why would you want to do that? Meat tastes better when it's fresh, does it?
I have no desire to feast upon his flesh.
Goodness of your own heart, is it?
It's phlegm.
Well,
I
thank you.
found myself here when I was out wandering through the forest, and I died here. I don't want anyone else to feel that sort of fate. It's almost terrible.
That is very compassionate of you. Asher's gonna kind of just reach over and like, yeah, I'm gonna start prepping to pick up Casimir. We gotta go. I'm getting a little nervous. I don't know.
Well, you've done a very good thing, patching up our friend here. You didn't happen to see another one, did you? A dwarf fella?
No, just him.
Do I believe him?
Make an insight check.
Sure. He'll ask these things. It's a 15.
15? He seems to be telling the truth.
You sure? He was...
I swear to you that I just saved him. Please.
good
He's
enough for
gonna
me.
crawl, like, using his knees, kind of like shuffle over to you and like hold on to your shirt or your trousers. Please take me.
Oh,
Get me out of here.
you want to go? You're not native to this place, are you? Wait, you're dead. You're dead, aren't you?
I died here. I was once a goblin of the forest, wandering free and eating berries.
Well,
And I went into
I'll
a
look up.
cave, and I ended up here. And I died.
I look up at Astra. So questioningly.
He's just looking back like, are you for real right now?
You're,
I am the realist.
What is your name?
Zoblin.
Zoblin?
Zoblin.
Zalblin the Goblin.
Zoblin?
You have done a very heroic thing, and we certainly owe you our gratitude.
You're free to guide us and accompany us through this land.
I
Alright.
can do that.
I'll tell you what. If you accompany us back, we may be able to do something about your predicament. Emphasis on maybe. I can't guarantee it will work, but I might be able to return you to where you came from.
He looks at you really hopeful, and as he's like staring at you with like the biggest smile on his face, one of his eyes is going to pop out, and a small little centipede is going to crawl out.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you. It's kind of like dangling, like a snot bubble.
Oh. Okay.
It may well turn out that this is the only place for you, but perhaps there is some perhaps there's something to be gained from that knowledge. And nonetheless, come with us. And I'll sort of shrug at a try. Not too close. In fact, hands where we can see them. You can lead on that way.
Okay. And he'll start to like, he'll get up, dust himself off. Like as he like runs his fingers down his tunic, and like his other pants, there's like a sloshing sound, like so there's something wet underneath. Those are...
Yeah.
Feel free to follow us, Scout.
Yes.
I'm gonna.
We'll just sort of try to hoist.
Can I
yeah,
care?
well-
How heavy is Casimir? Casimir can't be that heavy. He's not
very
wearing-
heavy.
he's not
He
wearing
doesn't have his armor on.
Yeah, he doesn't have his armor on.
He has,
So
the,
he's just-
he has the leather armor, but
Yeah, that's nothing for me.
You have him. All right.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I prop up one side of Casimir onto the broom and like Astra can take the other half? And then we'll just walk.
It's like 300 pounds.
Oh, there we are.
Lightweight.
That's
All's
nothing.
well that ends well. It's unfortunate about the other one, Hasmi. When he comes around, I suppose will tell us what happened to him. It's a very good thing you were here, Astra. I don't think I would have managed without you.
I appreciate that. You would have done fine. With
No doubt.
Zoblin here to help.
That's Zoblin.
I'm never gonna get it right. I'm gonna call you Zozo.
It's Zlblen.
Why not Zogo?
You're
I
not
just
there.
like
You're asleep.
Zozo.
Shut up. So after a few minutes of walking, you end up finding yourselves back at the dilapidated manor.
That house. It looks. Does it look? Do I feel like I've seen that house before?
Make a history check.
I mean, apart from our entry into the underworld. That is a 16.
16. The DC was actually very low for you. As you're like looking around, and you're like looking up at the second floor, you see that there is damage to the wood, burn marks. There's ash.
Wait a minute.
What?
I know those crenellations. I know those windows. Couldn't be. Ash. This house was my house.
What? Are you sure you're not mistaken? Is this where you live?
It's the ghost of the house that I used to live in. Unless I'm very much mistaken.
Oh.
I believe that is the manner I was born. How fitting that I didn't die in it. I thought I'd seen the last of it when it burnt down. My.
Are you alright?
No, most certainly not. Well, still alive, at least.
Hmm.
If that's if the house is here, I wonder if the cellars are still intact.
Perhaps. What was in the cellar?
He stares at the house. Looks at Astra. I can understand now why he appeared before me. Why he said this was the only safe place. I have a tie to this place. I should think we'll be all right for the night. At least that's what the entity said. So long as we stay within these walls. It's a miracle we survived this long, just retrieving this one. He'll just sort of stop awkwardly. I understand you have experienced some pain recently. Hasn't escaped my notice. There's a recklessness about you. Sort of recklessness that I dare say doesn't come to someone without going through a fair bit of pain.
I have. I have been fortunate enough to only see him once.
Casimir, yeah, I overheard him ask you if you had a death wish. I don't think that's the case, is it?
Of course not.
It's something else.
I suppose
You're
you're not
seeking to know
privy-
your own limits.
No. What I seek is not for myself. I no longer have desires of my own, or autonomy to express those desires. My focus is on my family and my friends while we traverse the land of the dead. I don't seek
Well.
power. I don't seek to hold a reign over others as they do on this plane. I wish for my home to return to how it was. I wish for my brother to be back where he belongs. And I wish that we stop a devastating plague from traversing multiple planes of existence. That is my only goal.
That's very nobly reasoned. All of it, of course, will require a tremendous deal of power. Great deal of it. And you say it's not your purpose, perhaps not, but it will be the means to that end, won't it?
Perhaps, but I do have powerful friends.
A house like this was built by powerful people. My family. Old money, you know. And of course, like all old powerful things, we became reckless. Perhaps me most of all. And look what became of it. In any case, I'm happy to know you a little better.
And are you?
Kind of carry Casimir closer to the house. Look back at the goblin. Zelvin,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think we should do about him?
I feel for him, in a way. I don't wish to discard him. Especially after he showed compassion, which seems to be rare in this land. But I don't know if we can help him how he desires. I don't know if we can fulfill our side of the deal if he does guide us around.
Now, look here, Zelvin. You say that you want most of all to return to where you came from, yes? To be gone from this place?
I just wish that I was not this.
All right. Well, far from being able to convert you in your physical form, we may be able to return you to whence you came, if that's your wish. But I must make a deal with you. We will have to survive the night. No funny business. No sudden appearance of any mysterious, tricky friends, and I shall furnish you with a room of your own. I know this place well enough. There's a very comfortable place down in the cellar.
Okay.
Would you like that?
My
Very
lord,
well.
how's a deal?
All right. Don't make me regret this. Drag Casimir inside.
Fighting the creatures into our camp.
Classic blunder.
Like I said, the only way this will work is if we all survive the night. You understand me? Of course you do. Now, the wine cellar, I think, would be safe enough for you.
Yeah, that's what you are. I'm kind of scared of the dark.
Okay. we'll lay Casimir down and show the horrible little thing just downstairs. Is everything intact down there?
Yeah. So you go to the kitchen and you open up the cellar door, and he takes one step down. As he steps down on the ladder, his ankle, where it's just been rotten, like snaps and he falls.
Very good. Close.
But you did check on the quality of the wine.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Slowly creak open. Pat downstairs. Tuk, 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 tuk. Reach over. Just going to take this.
Very good
Besides.
selection. Thank you.
Yes, it was very good. Yeah, thank you. Good night. Tuk, 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 tuk. Close the. Hang on. And I'll look down at the wine. It's probably turned to vinegar by now. Whatever this is, it's probably not safe to eat. I'll look over at the baby. What do you think? Baby just sort of nuzzles close. And I'll look over at a scorch mark on the floor by the fireplace. I guess we'll just sort of linger there. I'll stare at it for a while.
I would like to do something before I go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I know that this is his house, I'd like to kind of walk around and look for any of his old stuff. Anything about his old family, his old life. If there's any personal belongings remaining.
Make an investigation check.
Heard. Uh-oh. My last die. What is that?
Come on,
Oh, a 10.
Oh.
Ooh. Looking around the house, a majority of the items are destroyed. Whether they have lost themselves to the elements, they saw the beginning of fire damage, or just overall have been like eaten or destroyed by something. As this establishment was housing undead for quite some time. You don't know how long. The other thing that you find is underneath some of the fallen boards and that sort of thing is a oval, very faded, kind of torn portrait that is a young woman, and that's about it. It's very hard to make out. It's very faded and destroyed, but you can tell it's like the form of a woman.
She's gonna pocket that. She's gonna put that in the bag holding. And while she does that, she'll just kind of reminisce about how Aspen probably could have drawn it. Like drawn her portrait. Could have sketched it. So, it's a bummer. Rest in peace. And then I'd like to go to sleep.
And now to the con saves that everybody made. This time Casimir's included.
Okay, on save. Let's do that.
For anyone who rolled under a 15, you're going to take 1 level of exhaustion.
Well, who was it?
22 if I get the +3.
Which I do believe was Dion and Phineas.
Man, Dion is not having a good time right now.
And Dakota, you need to roll 1 for Kydro, please.
What was the DC, sorry?
15.
Oh, yeah.
And Kydro also takes a level of exhaustion.
He just over-fisted last night.
Oh my lord.
Will you count this as a short rest?
This is a long rest.
Yay.
A long rest, but... Okay, so it's still counted as a long rest, but
Mhm.
we have to take a point of exhaustion.
Yep. And that exhaustion, if you already had exhaustion, your previous exhaustion does not go away.
I see. Okay, got it.
Wow.
And at this point, you are now level 9. So your health
I
is
see.
updated accordingly.
Never did sleep well in this living room.
Casimir wakes up in the morning, I assume.
You've been kidnapped.
And soon enough, you all awaken.
Wow. That has to have been the least refreshing sleep that I've had. Ever.
Would anyone like any tea?
Tea?
I would.
Yes.
I'll take tea.
I'll start brewing.
Is that tea? Wonderful.
Oh,
I'll look around for some cups.
where am I? Right now.
As you go to, you grab some cups.
My lord!
Yes. A loose end. One moment. Go downstairs.
What?
So,
What was
There's
that?
an Eldritch Blast in the background. No, just kidding.
Elbow shot to Eldritch Blast. It's gone.
Your mother said, no, it's all right. No, I don't do that. I'll just go down and check on Zelvin. All right, we've survived. Why don't you come upstairs now?
Very good, my lord.
Yeah.
He's gonna bow.
Don't leave your body parts there. They come with you.
He'll kind of like shimmy up and like, and he's still bowing like to the ground, like low. You know, kind of like crawl up and start to kiss your little boot, leaving like little black snot on your boot as he does so.
Just point my finger down at my boots. Prestidigitation. Yes. Up you get up. All right. Now, listen. My friends will all have questions about you, and I'm sure it will be very civil. My first question to you, and I'm sure you will have to repeat this many times to them, but I'm going to ask this of you now, just in case. Consider it practice. The question is, of course, are you fucking with us?
No, I'm modest and everything. I'm Zoblin the honest.
No, all right, well, fair enough. There's tea and breakfast and things. You can use your hands or something.
And he will
And
join
I'll
you.
show him upstairs.
And as you
Everyone,
go
this
to
is
Go ahead.
Zeblin. This is Zeblin the Goblin.
Good morning, Zozo.
What?
Casimir, you can
I-
thank this. You can thank him for your life.
What the
I'm-
fuck is that?
I'm confused in a lot of ways, but how am I here?
Oh, it's very simple. You were attacked.
Uh-huh,
It
I remember
seems a
that.
great deal of fighting.
Yeah.
Promptly incapacitated, almost left for dead, were it not for the fact that with a cunning use of scrying and deduction skills, I managed to determine where you were and bravely came out to rescue you, along with Astra.
Oh.
Accompanied by Astra, and between the two of us, we bravely rescued you from the clutches of this informer. He patched you up. He seems it was nursing you back to health.
Okay.
So you don't want me to kill it?
No,
Yeah.
no, dude.
Okay.
Zoblin keeps looking behind.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So,
Um,
I'm just
Okay.
ignoring.
so we've rejoined the long list of things we invited into our camp, but I appreciate not being re-dead.
Yeah, he's dead too. We're king.
Yeah. Kind of.
yes, he is. Now, Zeblin, we can attempt this now if you wish. Have a cup of tea first. It won't feel very pleasant when you're going through it. But you may as well come and sit down now.
Wait, what are we doing?
apparently.
Dublin here wishes to return to his home. I have offered to attempt to return him there. It will take channeling of some power, and it will require some ceremony. But we shall see
In
if
his
he's
current,
up for it.
in his current condition, do you want to send him back?
Well, yes, that's what he wants, isn't it?
He'll sit
mean-
down and grab a saucer and some tea. He'll drink it, and as he drinks, like he just like a link in a pipe. Some tea starts to come out of his rib cage. That's good stuff.
I'll point at the floor and just sort of use prestidigitation, clean it up. Watch
Where-
the flowers in there.
Zoblin? Right? Where is your home?
My home is a beautiful mountainous range on the beach.
Can
But,
anybody
like,
actually understand what he's saying?
Yes.
Oh,
vaguely.
I'm still waking up.
I see.
where-
Zeppelin. Yes, okay.
Where is this beautiful mountain range?
It
Is it-
is on the tail of Rashala. Beautiful place. All house.
I see.
Okay, you're speaking nonsense to me now.
No, no.
Do I recognize that?
You all have a map.
Yeah.
Rashala, yes. Hang on.
To the
a
north.
moment. Great deal of excitement going on Rashala, wasn't there?
Are you a member of the tribes then? Were you?
He's at the base of the volcano.
Yes. Were you a warrior in life?
No, I was a gatherer.
Oh.
I was too weak to wield a spear and they didn't let me do it.
They could have given you a dagger.
I preferred to pick flowers that grew and
Can I just roll like a general insight check? Like on this,
Yeah, remember it's like
like what? What's going on
look
here?
at the clouds. Most of them just look like puffballs, but they were fun.
8.
seems to be telling the truth.
Okay.
Well, Zeppelin, the I have it within my abilities to possibly return you to whence you came. You see, every creature, object, thing, noun, has in itself a tie to its home plane. I have a tie to that plane. All of us do, as do you. It seems. There is a way to pluck on the strings of the weave, and in so doing, snap that object or creature, person, whoever, back to its home if it has been, shall we say, dislocated from its home. You present something of an interesting case, given that you were alive and are not dead. It will be, I think, very interesting to pursue this line of action. I can't think of any time in which it's been attempted, but I could try. If it works, you will find yourself at your home. Yeah.
Is this academic, or are you actually planning on? Because
yes.
I mean, you need to speak in plain terms for people who aren't.
Of course.
No, not for me.
Yeah.
But,
Well,
I mean, you just went into a lot of academic discussions of the nature of the weave and magic and the potential of banishment to another plane.
can be interesting, you see. Now, first of all, Zabin, is there anything that you find distasteful? If you look around this room, anything around here that you find particularly distasteful?
I'm
Gordy
also
Chandelier, for
decorated
instance.
to get acid.
Yes, the decorations. The wallpaper. Ghastly thing, isn't it? Yes. I'll get a little scrap of the wallpaper. Look at this. Focus now on how much you hate this wallpaper.
Oh, I hate it so much.
Focus on
Oh,
that
Steve.
hate. And now, let it bounce you away from this place. And I cast Banishment. And, which is an attempt. It's a charisma saving throw.
He'll fail.
It's a it's a DC 18. Okay. Now, and I've got to focus on this. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I have to work on this. Sort of mumbling a little bit. And if I can sustain this for a little over a minute, then he will have returned successfully. Otherwise, he'll pop back if he's no longer native to the plane. You see,
So
that's the tricky part.
you just sent a zombie into the tribes of Grimash.
Yes. Well, I'm sure it's not the first time.
I don't know what that means,
have
but I'm
to
sure
wonder-
he's gonna come back dead again.
Well, perhaps.
I mean,
at least we've been returned.
alternately, the current goblinoid and orcish horde is going to be a giant undead horde. So there's that. Consequences to our decisions. Anyone thinking?
Tish.
Well, I
Being
mean,
undead is hardly contagious.
if it's undead, I can deal with it for the most part.
I mean, we just have to get into one of the most dangerous places in the entire world, so that's okay.
After a few moments.
well.
Yeah. Almost there. Yes, I think it's worked.
Oh, damn it.
Okay.
And I'll just sort of think quickly. Zelbin, don't you see what this means? This is your home now.
Put him in an Arcana check there, Phineas.
Shakes
Okay.
his head.
That's a 10.
So that'll be enough. You can
Okay.
guess that when he died here and he became an undead, he became of this plane rather than of Mernwin.
As I thought.
Okay.
You see, Zelbin, it seems you are exactly where you are meant to be.
I wanna be.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So intrinsically, that means that you can't banish him, correct?
Well, I believe what I have given you is a fine gift indeed. No finer gift has ever been bestowed upon even the highest of kings. The certainty of belonging. Isn't that something?
I guess I gotta go the hard way.
I mean, what's the hard way?
The bridge crossing.
The bridge?
Bridge.
Yeah, you know about the bridge.
I mean,
Well,
is
that
that
is-
where you
what's
pass
on
your
that?
I don't know
soul?
what the bridge is. I'm talking about.
Is that
Sorry,
like passing
we're
your
not
soul?
dead.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, it's
Oh, well,
fine.
yeah, you don't count.
All those troubled souls are fine. Those who had to go around the bridge.
You're only mostly dead. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm right dead.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, sorry, were we trying to send him back home, or do you want to come back to life? I mean,
It was well. I'd like to call this a win, if I may, and I'm just sort of going to wander off a bit. And
Okay.
You can go with me. You can. The bridge. It's that one.
you ever have that moment you realize you're in the underworld and you're not entirely sure where you're supposed to go?
Well, we thought we knew where we were going. At least we thought we had a guide.
Yeah, what happened there?
He ambushed us.
Because like, there's a kind of like crazy statues around here, and like,
Yeah, no, those are people.
okay,
no, the guide was a con. He was just attempting to lure us, it seems, into a trap. Sorry, Kazma, you've missed quite a few things, but
Yeah, I feel
amongst
like I was
them, we...
half a day.
Yeah.
Zalban is just gonna
Oh,
like,
no.
grab his ankle and pull his foot towards his mouth and just start chewing on his toenail.
Oh, don't do
Interesting.
that.
Well, he can do what
He
he
won't
wants.
go back.
Whatever.
Because like Cookie, like Cookie wanted revenge because Astra murdered him.
Yes,
On
very well deduced.
Yes.
On accident.
I mean to say murder, accidental murder is murder. Trust me, I've had practice.
I believe they call that manslaughter, actually.
Yeah, out of character, that is manslaughter, but Astra wouldn't know that. Oh, I'm losing my mind.
If we had the same legal system.
Yeah. Come on,
Be
guys.
that as it may, we are now without a guide in an unfamiliar place. However, Zublin here may well prove to be somewhat more useful than we suspected.
Yeah.
He's already shown his worth by nursing Kazma here back to health.
We may
Yeah.
not have a
Not
guide,
really.
but hopefully we can find love in this hopeless place.
Well, and wasn't this realm supposed to be under the purview of, you know, a goddess?
The goddesses.
There's maybe a couple gods here and there. But yes, we. Is this place not under the control of the goddesses anymore?
It's a city.
Okay. The city's under.
Where's the city? Can
It's
you take us
also
there?
major crossings.
Oh, so we
So-
have to go that way regardless.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. And so you go to the Bridge of Crossings, what happens to you?
You get to the other side.
Okay, that's how the joke goes.
I think I've heard this one before.
Yeah. How does the cockatrice cross the road? He turned to the stone and.
Yeah, that would really work out on it.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
cross the bridge and you get to the other side and you cross the fields of Morgan and there's the city.
Okay, and
Do you need to
that's-
clear your throat?
Thank you.
Oh
Hold on.
God. Yeah.
You sound no better.
Yeah. Anyway, so we get to the bridge. You know the way. We go there. We cross some kind of fields. We get to the city, and then we save everything. Okay. Oh, and Nazmir. I mean, where's Nazmir?
Oh yeah, where?
Sorry, I
I
messed up.
figured he would be with you, but
I mean, I don't know where I was. We were
Fair
fighting in. I don't remember if I fell before he fell.
was he fighting with you?
Yes, we were fighting. Not each other, but the monsters.
Okay.
Yeah. You didn't find like a weird clockwork sword or
What is that?
clocks are like a set of moving gears and they move things to show what the time is. It's never mind. I'm trying to explain things I don't understand. So did you find any I mean, do we know where to look for Nazmir? You said you found me, Phineas, by scrying?
Yes.
Good.
If you'll allow me a moment, I may be able to determine Nazmir's location as well. And I'll sit down. If someone could make some breakfast, I wouldn't go amiss. And I'll work on that for 10 minutes, just to kind of scry out Nazmir.
Okay.
Do you have anything of his?
Does anyone have one of his pocket watches?
I don't know.
I really need to get into the practice of gift giving. TC 17.
It was wisdom.
To succeed. yeah, wisdom save DC 17. Yep,
Let me double check
Is
it's a
this.
wisdom save.
Is it minus?
Oh wait, sorry, no, it's -5. So yep, DC more like 22.
Wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
So I rolled a natural 20, but he has a +0 to his wisdom.
Cool. So I should be able to see him because at least I know him.
Yeah. So as the ball kind of like swirls, there is one thing that prevents you from seeing him.
Ooh,
He
what's
does
that?
have an amulet of proof against detection and location.
Hmm.
Mm.
Oh.
No. Oh, okay.
He
Casimir,
didn't have it on. It's in
put
his
your
pocket.
necklace back on, Casimir. You should have had that on to begin with. Then
Yeah.
again, you owe your life to the fact that you'd slipped off.
Yeah, the creature put it on.
Yeah.
And this thing?
God, I'm gonna to spend the next hour tuning to this while we have breakfast.
You should thank him and his sticky fingers.
Oh, very sticky and squishy.
hmm.
So,
Good to know.
I'd say Phineas kind of comes back to have a breakfast if you don't mind. I'd love like another hour just to recover that spell slot. But Phineas would also like to just have a look around his old house again.
old
In
house.
particular, he's looking for a picture of a young woman, and he doesn't find it.
I wonder why.
And he returns to the party in a state of distemper.
Yeah. A couple guys from New England are talking about renovations they're going to do on this old house.
That was a concerning change in music.
don't know what you
He
mean.
stands there in the living room, looking at the fireplace, looking up at where once upon a time was a portrait, and he waves his hands. This was all beautiful once, you know, except for this, and in the space where there is a burned up section of the wall, it becomes pristine again with silent image, and it'll just sort of become pristine again. It'll look like the way it used to look. A great big portrait of Phineas's parents sort of staring down disapprovingly. A young boy standing between them, Phineas as a child, very elegantly dressed for the portrait, so they would have been having to stand there for however long it took to do that.
Your parents chose to be painted with that expression.
Oh yes, it's the only way they wanted to be remembered, it seems.
What expression is he painted with?
It's yeah,
What are the names?
somewhere between boredom and bewilderment.
No, you don't look very happy in that portrait either.
There's the Marquis Tiberius Rex and his wife.
Is that the
Tyrella.
young woman, Tyrella, in the picture?
No.
Who's in the picture? This is for you in the DM out of character.
yeah.
Oh, never
That's
mind.
mine.
I'm so curious.
From my mother and father.
Hmm.
But all things end. All things end. And it just returns to the burned section of the wall.
It's very sad.
If you wanna cross the bridge, you will.
Yes.
I suppose so.
Okay.
Zobin, if this all works out, if you survive, if we survive, if we can possibly get to where we need to go, and if you're able to guide us there, I would be willing to offer you custodianship of this house. It's safe enough, and I would sooner have you look after it rather than more undead Medusae.
Can I redecorate?
You most certainly cannot. Treat it with respect.
No.
Yeah, he just has a change of heart. Treat it with dignity. Consider it a custodianship. Perhaps I'll visit. Perhaps I'll be back to stay when my time comes.
Whatever you wish, my lord.
Attaboy. Satisfied because that's how we used to be talked to in, back when this was a house.
Are we ready to go?
I believe so.
Yes, if everyone else.
I don't mean this as a offense, but you all smell really good.
What?
Do you suspect that will be a problem? If you smell this?
He's gonna take his long fingernail and just like kind of run it up his arm, and, like some like nastiness gonna come out. It's just like it like starts like finger painting you guys with the muck.
Oh man!
Ugh.
Oh god!
Interesting.
It's okay.
It's
Baby
really
wriggle
not,
away.
but go ahead.
He's gonna keep doing it.
The dad is no. I know you're not one of them.
Interesting.
No, close your mouth, though.
Is he like running his hands all around your face, Astra?
I'm slapping his hands. I will hurt you. Do not touch me.
I'm sorry.
How's he reaching Astra's
Yeah.
face?
Yeah, that's a
He
great
brought over
question. He's jumping.
stand.
He's hitting some dunks right now. And Astra's gonna, definitely clean off her face because it's one thing to bring the undead with us. It's another thing when they're touching me. Astra is like a terrible parent. It's like, I respect your lifestyle choice, but like, I just don't agree with it. Just don't agree with that.
I think I've heard this one before. Dad? Jesus.
But yeah, she is not happy. Don't touch her.
You're gonna say there's a thing called consent, Zelman. So you need to ask for copious. You need to say, "Is it?"
I just wanted to help you so they don't smell you and try to eat your flesh.
Okay. So rub dead things on you. Do I smell dead enough, or do I need to smell more dead?
No, that's
Okay.
I don't know why you take so much pride in that part of you.
I don't take any pride in it. It's just in this case, actually.
It's
Important note. Phineas, can prestidigitation be used to make us smell bad instead of good?
Yes, perhaps, but it won't last very long, I'm afraid. It's a very fleeting effect. Prestidigitation may be overused in mage circles.
Okay.
For a
so,
moment.
so we either rub dead flesh on ourselves or eat beans and hope that
I can be a skunk.
you can be a skunk. Skunks are...
Yes. If I focus long enough, I may be able to create the effect of a smell for around an hour. Or so.
So
Looks all pleased with himself.
we'll need something to not smell the horrific rot.
I already have horrific rot on me. I'm not. It's too late for me.
Okay.
Yeah, are there no bodies on the ground from the enemies we fought? Or what happened to those? Did they
all
just...
got,
returned to dust.
Yeah.
Damn. We could have smeared that on us.
We're going full predator right now.
not good enough.
Yeah.
Where we are going, where we are now, and indeed, I think by now we're leaving the house, right? Where we're going, I'm sure there'll be many more dead. Many more opportunities to decorate our sons with their entrails.
Zelvin, this is probably the easiest solution.
Leon will
yeah.
he'll kneel towards Zelwyn and be like, I understand it's a way to keep me safe, and I'm not too fond of being swarmed by undead, so do what you must. And just kind of like try to hold his breath while Zelwyn coats him and whatever. And he's just, oh boy, oh, this is horrible.
So after a few moments of all this, you guys preparing yourselves.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
This must be what so carefully smelled on me. Oh.
I look around one last time. It's a fleeting moment. I'm sorry.
All right, we're off to see a goddess.
I find this smells better if you just don't breathe.
Is that a thing? Do you not need to breathe?
Oh no, I'm just holding my breath.
How are you talking?
Well, I'm breathing right now, and it's horrible.
Okay.
But
it used to be. I mean, you can like put a little poultice, a nice smell up your near your nostrils, so you don't smell the horrible rot.
Oh, I have an idea. I'm just gonna plug my nose with Mage Hand.
So clever.
I gotta have free hands.
We just look at this like floating ethereal mage hand, just like plugging his nose.
Yeah. Okay.
We can see that. Never mind.
But yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
As we leave the house, I'll just turn and
Oh, I can taste it now.
cast one last look at the house.
And then fireball. Just kidding.
Just mutters under his breath. Burn it down again if I could. On the other hand, perhaps it'll be here waiting for me when my time has come. And turns and walks away.
Serve the new master.
Anyway, about this bridge. Where are we going?
And Nazir.
You're leading us? Oh, and Nazmir, yes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What about it?
Does the bridge go over the River of Souls?
No.
Where's that river?
How does it go beyond the gate of the city?
So we have to get to where we're going first before we can find what we're looking for.
I see. What does the... I'm sorry, what does the bridge go over? Why do you need a bridge?
Nothing.
Like eternal doom? Like
Like a
for all
chasm?
time?
Yes, you get there.
Probably just like a dried up river, guys.
You're right.
Nothing.
Dead water. Mm-hmm.
Does water live?
In a way. I believe water experiences a system of its own.
Well, we did find a water person at one point, so
So he's walking you through this petrified forest, and it's daytime, but it's still dim light, like a perpetual twilight. But shades of purple and gray rather than the sunset orange that you would typically find. And there is a cobblestone path, or roughly, that you're currently walking on.
I'm gonna have Orama help me with any sort of, or with just tracking Nazmir.
Okay.
So any way that could happen, just look through him and then.
Make a perception check.
All right. Using the bird, that is a +4. Oh, that's an 18.
Yeah, so there's a lot of tracks of whatever else might be walking through here. None of them seems to lead you to Nazir, as you guys are kind of like searching the area as to where he went missing.
While that's happening, Astra is tying tiny little bows with small pieces of her cotton string that she's woven, and she's just gonna leave them on petrified trees as they walk. Hopefully, if Nazmir is alive and well, he will follow them. Who knows?
It's very clever.
Is there anything I can do about it?
So Zoblin continues to walk you along this path, and eventually you come to a point where you can see a mountain range a little bit in the distance. The path leading to it.
To the mountain range?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's this mountain, Zoblin?
Beyond the mountains, you'll find the city of Yelnangor Trail. But first we must cross the bridge of crossings.
Uh-huh.
You're
Does
calling it the. Go ahead,
Feel
Asher.
free. I just wonder if that will require anything from us. You make it sound like a bit of a chore.
Oh, this is a dangerous road around. Keep your about you.
I was just gonna say, Bridge of Crossing seems kind of redundant because that's what bridges let you do anyways.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say, what's next?
yeah.
The stairs of ascending? Like, I don't understand.
I
The
heard
sword of
bridge of
stabbing?
croissants, but this is more. This makes a lot more sense actually.
I
I was
just,
going to ask if what's next? The bridge of profiteroles?
yeah, that was more.
Oh,
Do you think
The
Don't mind
name
me.
comes less from the actual action of crossing, but the thing that it represents.
passing on?
Like crossing into the afterlife?
Crossing
Into
into
the
the
underworld?
domain of the goddesses.
Oh, well, okay. Makes sense.
Hopefully, Elfie more welcome there than we have so far.
The underworld is a vast place full of nasty things.
Yes.
He's gonna start scratching his cheek, and like a little bit of skin will start coming off, getting
Yes,
deeper.
yes.
And
Nasty.
Oh
so,
my god.
Nasty things, yes.
Yeah, Selvin, you're losing your cheek. Just gently. I know. I've known people who do that. They lose feeling and they scratch away. So just be very careful.
It's like bugs are crawling on your white skin.
all right, they
Yeah.
are.
I'm going to tie your hands behind
Rip
your
them
back.
out.
Please stop making that sound with your fingers and hands and face.
Take your skin off.
Oh gosh, goodness. Oh my
Take your
goodness.
skin off.
You guys.
There's ants in your
feel
teeth.
in your body.
Anyway, a lot of souls are forever lost here. Souls that don't get guided by gruff trees light to pass on.
He looks up above at the still silvery bridge in the air.
Some that don't want to be found by the goddesses try to escape here from their fate.
They're running towards fate, not away from it.
When you get to the city, you are judged, and you get to put on the ferry. That takes you beyond.
judged.
Will that happen to
yes.
us?
You're not dead.
Awesome.
Will it happen to Casimir?
That's a great question.
I already made my choice.
Oh, surely he doesn't count.
Mm.
Oh, no. The goddesses
Shows-
may see that differently.
Well, I don't know. I think I'm bound to this life. Or unlife.
Well, hopefully the goddesses will understand, considering they're the ones that gave us the go-ahead while Casimir was still in, with us.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it is on the River of Souls the ferry rides to the beyond.
Yes. I wonder. Is there do you think there's temptation when you get to that point to see those who've already passed on?
I don't know. I've never made it past the bridge. The soul devours to it.
There's the catch.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't tell you that if you knew about the deadly things, you wouldn't help me.
Well, I mean, we've.
Well, we have to go that way anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, how many soul devourers are there? Because we've killed 2. Was it 2?
Maybe.
Soul devourers?
I don't know.
Those things that were,
Like
like the
this-
gates.
Yeah, that was 2.
Yeah, there was 2 of them.
The flying things?
Yeah.
There
Those
are
were
many
nightmare shepherds.
kinds.
Oh.
Any creature that finds itself here and feasts on souls can be known as a soul devourer. That
So it
turns
could be
them into
anything.
something darker.
Oh. So.
Yeah, look at me. As your soul is stuck in perpetual purgatory, it begins to rot.
Oh.
Just pat him on the head. Poor guy. It's okay.
But you seem chipper
Wet.
and hopeful despite the decay of your form.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
And at this point, you just kind of realize that Zolblin's story is quite tragic.
Yeah. Poor guy. Like, genuinely.
He was
Well-
a peaceful goblin who enjoyed looking at the clouds and picking flowers, and now he's a rotting soul in the underworld.
Well, Zoblin, I mean, we have to cross the bridge and cross with us, and maybe you'll be able to move on to a place where you can enjoy the beautiful things again.
I hope so. I just want to see the
And if-
clouds one more time.
If not, I'm sure there's a lot of dusting to do back at Mansion Rex.
Really,
That-
It will
Phineas.
keep you It will keep you busy. I thought I was helping, giving him purpose.
Well, I don't think that's gonna change the fact that he's just gonna be rotting while he's doing it.
Mm.
I mean, we could talk to him or talk about him.
Well, there'll always be cleaning to do. Is where that goes.
I mean, it's the underworld. Is there really any dust?
I feel like there's a lot of dust around here.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Sorry.
It's all dust.
Was he-
Well,
was-
It doesn't have to be dust. It could be loose skin.
yeah. Well, maybe it's.
We've seen our friend here scratching. Have y'all noticed the flakes?
Yes, we've. It's
yeah.
more than flakes. It's chunks
I
Well-
know, I'm so embarrassed I have dandruff.
on your cheek.
You just need better oil on your scalp.
I got plenty of oil.
I don't think you do because you're flaking.
He's got too much.
I will help you with your hair.
Yeah. Yeah. Some moisturizer.
Yeah.
Just
We'll get you fixed up fine for the goddesses in the city. Don't
Yeah.
fret.
Just to avoid exfoliation. I don't think you need that.
Yeah, you got soft skin already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you need more of a sanding than exfoliation.
So too much comes off. But a manicure and pedicure would not help at this point either.
Can we just get to the bridge?
We're almost there. Oh, just
Pick up the pace.
I have a question while we're walking.
Ooh.
I've been thinking. I've
Yes.
been putting thought towards what we have experienced, and I just want to remind everyone of the prophecy, I suppose, that we were given by that really ugly creature in the woods. It wanted like our memories. Do you remember? Casimir.
Yes. I
I
remember.
try not
Alright.
to.
I don't remember the
he-
detail, but I remember
He said,
what I gave up.
I have it written in here in this notebook. Hold on.
creature are you talking about?
He said,
Oh my gosh.
it was awful. You don't want to know. It had just all of it. Its eye was blind and clouded over, and it was huge. And it had two really large, like, arms, and they were all covered in eyes. It was
Does that description sound at all familiar?
Oh, you know what that creature is.
Okay. Oh, so
Weirfell.
you went and saw the Weirfell. All right.
yeah.
Okay. That explains a lot.
And it told us this, and she's gonna read from her notebook. She says, "The immortal three, invulnerable to thee, the darkness descends, a desire to ascend. A weakness there lies, and will be their demise. A blessing from sleeping winter, where the seekers will splinter. Cut the puppet strings with the blade that sings." We know what that is. "Poison the weed with the blessed seed. And if the solstice calls, the world falls." So we know what multiple things of this are, but I am still confused by the seeds. I have a seed to plant. We were given a blue jelly bean by Granny. And now... She's just gonna kind of look at Phineas. We just have options to plant.
Why not? Well, reread the part about the seed.
Poison the weed with the blessed seed.
The weed.
Well, that would be the third member of the coven who is a giant plant.
What seed do we use?
It would be a blessed seed, so I don't
Probably
think it.
not a jelly bean,
No.
No?
or whatever you looked at Phineas about.
Yeah, and so that's interesting.
I don't believe it is
Don't
my
look at
place
me.
to share.
Oh no! What? Well, I don't think I have one of those. Blessed seed.
Yeah.
Sounds
What's a
rather
seed?
suggestive, wouldn't you say?
A cursed tooth.
Pardon?
That was a frog in my throat, guys. I just can't figure out this riddle.
We're just gonna brush over that. So you said
Yeah.
you had a seed, Castra?
I do.
Is it blessed?
I don't know. I believe so. I was told it would create a legacy.
Okay. Who gave you a seed that makes a legacy?
The very old tree.
A philosopher.
A Velosa?
Maybe something.
Huh?
I think Cormac's still tired.
I don't know where he find alcohol right now. You look a little weary, Cormac.
Cormac has a stash. Always. I don't know if it's blessed though. I know that the tree that I spoke to came from a very wise forest. Forest those are strong, good roots. But I wouldn't necessarily consider that blessed.
I mean, I can try to bless it. I don't know.
I mean, can anyone look to see if it? Dion, look at this. You know,
Yes.
you know blessings. Is this blessed? She's gonna kind of hand you this seed in like a.
Oh, bless.
She's trying to grow it. It's kind of sprouting at this point. In this little boot.
Dan kind of holds the seed and it's up to his face and he just looks at it, kind of strains. He's like, it's blessed with our hope. And he hands it back to Astra.
That will save many. Yes, you may.
Alright,
I'll say at this point, you guys are all walking into the mountainside, like into the mountains of this valley that's not being formed.
I'll look at the seed. Do I feel anything, like any sort of anything coming from it at all? It's like,
Make an Arcana check.
okay, I ain't too good at those, but we'll see.
What'd you get? 3? So you just looks like a normal seed. This would most likely require, if it is indeed magical, it would most likely require an identify spell.
Okay.
Yep.
Does he share that? Do you share that with us? What do you think? Ah,
My headset died.
Okay. Just say, he
Oops.
lost another one of his.
So you said it needed to be a blessed seed, right?
Correct.
I mean, like I said, I can try to bless it.
I mean, is
Well-
it magical?
Good question.
Is there time to be blessing seeds with you?
But
Yeah. Let's.
Okay, yeah, we'll just. I'll hand it back to Astra. We'll
Yeah.
get back to this.
definitely,
Shelf
just
this for later.
remember it.
Remember the seed. Yes.
And the poem or the prophecy or
Don't-
whatever.
Don't look at me. The family of Rex hasn't had a blessed seed in several generations now. I mean, look at
Damn
me.
it.
I knew somebody was going
In
to say
fact,
this.
you all have a visual currently.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Oh,
terrified.
oh.
I know. I don't
Oh.
like this.
Okay, guys.
All right.
No,
the
no, no,
left.
no, no. We
We're
need to
going
be
back.
smart.
This
which
is
side are we on?
You're on the left-hand side, and let me pull it up for the
Yes,
stream.
Yeah. Left to right.
Yeah.
We-
So
we
we're
do the thing.
we're just going back.
I have a
What are
question.
you talking about?
Yeah.
Back is reunited.
Bro, why is my character? Why is my thing not?
The
You're already up in that shit.
I have a question,
happening?
Michael.
But yeah,
If I turned into like a giant eagle, is that big enough to carry someone?
I believe giant eagles can indeed carry people.
Eagles are coming.
Heard.
Ew.
Yeah, we just need to play some like dramatic Lord of the Rings music as she does it.
The Tolkien state is just as scary as the Disney and the IRS,
Yeah.
so I prefer
So-
not.
So
Thank you.
even if I like hum it, we're gonna get I'm afraid of even doing like half a bar.
Let me put Hydro's token down and give you control there, Noah. Not Noah, Dakota.
Can you
here's
put
the
mine
fellow.
down too? For some reason, it's not letting me put mine
And
down.
Asmir's falling to his death.
Stop!
Well, if I can examine the quality of the bridge, what's is it looking a little
What do you
A little
mean?
precarious?
Make an intelligence check.
I'm the smartest person in the room. Watch this. Where's the intelligence? Watch.
It is not found.
Uh-oh. I got a 4.
A 4? I mean, the bridge seems sturdy.
Yeah, it's made of wood. It's such a good material. And rope. I make rope. I make good rope. I'm sure they made great rope.
So yeah, I wonder what.
There is one key thing here, just because the map doesn't, like the design tool doesn't really let you establish it. But the cliff sides that you see to the north and south are just there to give you some sort of border to look at. It's just like a straight down slick mountainside. Like, as in your character is not going to be able to climb that.
Okay.
There's just no way for me to properly show
Like-
that. And as one of you walks over to the edge and looks down, and when he said this bridge is over, this crosses nothing, quite literally, this looks as if it is a bottomless pit.
Oh wow, I see nothing.
I
For at
feel
least 10
unwell.
feet.
Casimir will pick
Fine
a
guys
rock
got
up
jokes.
and just throw it into the chasm and see what happens.
It goes down until it's no longer within your sight.
Whoever
Be careful. Throw a rock into a void. It might throw a rock back at you.
We need to be really smart about this.
Yeah, we're good at that.
What's to
Mhm.
be smart about? We cross it, right?
I'm not the biggest fan of heights. Believe it or not, this is quite intimidating. Look at that. She's kind of just looking off the edge. She's
Yeah.
close.
One foot in front of the other.
I wouldn't recommend looking into a void for too long. It's something I learned.
Why?
It might pull you in.
I'm gonna use my divine sense.
Yeah.
Just to see if there's anything close. So anything not behind total cover, celestial fair fiend, not fair fiend, celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
Yeah, so there is Fiend and Undead. You already know those sources.
Okay. Yeah.
But there's also multiple undead, and as you kind of like squint, you begin to look, and it's almost as if there's these shadows crossing the bridge.
Do they seem at all threatening? Or are they just crossing?
They seem to be souls that are attempting to cross.
Okay. So there are souls crossing right now. I don't know if anyone else sees them, but just for a moment, Quasar's eyes are just flashlights.
Yeah. Do we see the shadows flickering as they go across?
As he's pointed them out to you at this point, they're very hard to see in the dim light.
Perhaps we shouldn't walk among them.
I don't know if we
Is
have
there
any
other way to get across? We must go.
Is it just like a constant like flow of them going across?
And yet here
Okay.
they are walking
And they're
among
moving
us.
through you.
Okay.
I believe we should have a fail-safe. I trust the bridge. It looks immaculately built. I want nothing changed with it. It's so strong and perfect. But I do believe if we make a mistake and perhaps fall over the perfect bridge side, it might be good if someone were there to catch anyone else.
Oh.
And we have a broom. I don't know if you can carry everyone, Casimir.
I can't carry anybody except for myself, really. I mean, I might have been able to try Nasmia, but these are not that kind of wing, you know?
How is he even gonna get across?
I mean, I'm a little nervous about flying over the chasm here. I mean, this is an existential question about, is the bridge real, or is it just a manifestation of the safe crossing into the next realm?
I will be equal.
If we're afraid of the, realness of the bridge, I could take the first step. Of course, I can grow wings if I need.
You're all making fun of the bridge, now you're all scared of the bridge.
I wasn't making fun of anything. I'm scared of everything down here, to be honest.
Yeah, I would say, falling endlessly, I still haven't heard The Rock. It's not on my list, trust me. Having wings makes you very aware of what it feels like to fall.
Oh, I know plenty.
If you hear humor from us, make no mistake, it's a symptom of abject terror.
So...
Alright, big man, you first. Let's see what the bridge does.
Gladly. Leon's gonna start stepping forward, and he is going to move onto the bridge.
Okay.
Walk this way.
I'm nervous. This is making me nervous.
You take a step on the bridge, and it holds.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, look! It holds! And he's gonna start bouncing up and down.
The bridge does like wave. The rocks
Does
back and
it
forth a
move
little
any
bit.
of the shadow people, like these spirits? Do they go flying? No, that'd be funny.
Don't do that.
So, let's, maybe just run like hell.
No, careful. Easy does it. That's the main thing. We may not want to test the structural integrity of this thing too much.
Should we go
Perhaps
one at a
half
time?
of us. Yes, perhaps half of us all the way to the middle point, and then the other half after that.
All right. I propose one person goes in ahead of me and one person behind me. That way, if the bridge fails, I can grab both of you by the arms and fly you to safety.
I'll go first.
Excellent plan.
You do have that useful gun, so...
That is true. Alright. He's gonna step out in front of Dion.
All right. Who will like to go behind me? Quasar, maybe?
Yeah, I'll get behind you.
I feel like Hydra should go in the middle of the pack just to be safe.
Oh, but
He's very
can-
deft.
Yes, from what I saw, he can fly, but, until he stops, and then he falls.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the definition between flying and not flying.
Yeah, but I can stay in the air. He can't.
Some may say Hydra simply falling in style.
Yes.
Yes.
I can go last. If I do fall, I can transform. But
Okay.
praying not.
And I'm gonna fly just to be safe, I'm not gonna fly over the chasm, I'm gonna fly over the bridge because, existential horror.
Some of you have the brooms of flying, correct?
Yeah, that's Phineas.
Is it just Phineas? I thought someone else.
I believe it's just Phineas.
Nazmir had the rocking horse of flying.
Right. Nazmir has the rocking horse, and he's not here.
Mm-mm.
No, yeah.
For added safety, if you do not oppose Phineas, maybe our friend Quasar could ride with you. He doesn't seem very heavy.
Yes.
Even with all my gear, I'm only like less than 200 pounds. So.
Wow.
All right.
Like a feather.
Should be fine. Yes, hop on, Quasar, just over here. Yeah, just take my hand, follow, and sit
I was
here.
getting
I'll
next
just
to you.
guide him onto the broom.
I can see. We're good.
Yeah. Just remember, Phineas, you're flying for 2.
3.
3, yes.
He's got Julian.
Well, he's flying for 2 other people. I mean, he's.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe Phineas, if we, fly enough, maybe out of earshot. I have something I'd like to talk to you about.
Oh.
All right, so I'll take off, and what we'll do is I'll just sort of fly close to the surface of the bridge, not too high, kind of along the length of it.
All right. Let's get going. He's gonna start walking.
Okay,
Astro, you
Chloe's
have a question?
got a question now.
Yeah, so did I hear him just say that right now?
Make a perception check, and Quasar make a stealth check.
Stealth?
Yeah,
What if I do?
but if you have disadvantage, don't count the disadvantage because you're saying it.
I know.
19.
19 perception. All right. 16 stealth.
So, I hear him say this. Hey, Phineas, I need to talk to you about something. Okay, then they go.
What?
And so then, Astra uses detect thoughts approximately 2 minutes into their conversation.
Well, we'll get
Give it
there
a
when we
little bit
get
of
there.
time.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
And I'm gonna detect your thoughts
So
and know
you
what you're
guys
talking
can go
about.
ahead and begin crossing the bridge.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just go wherever Phineas is going.
Mm-hmm. So far, so good. I'm sort of hovering along. I'll kind of go all the way up to here, but we'll let Dion lead the way.
Yeah.
Casimir's flying just above the surface of the bridge, too.
All right then. All right, Quasar, what was it you wanted to talk about?
Well, I wanted to be out of earshot, but because I'm not sure how sensitive of a subject this is. But yeah, so if you wouldn't mind, it's up to you if you want to move further away. It pertains to your child.
Yes, perhaps we can wait. Let's keep going. Along. You sure this is the right time?
Makes a little Jetsons
Okay.
car sound.
So as Phineas and Quasar get about to that point, Astra and Kydra, if you want to adjust those tokens too, because you haven't yet.
Astra took a step back.
She's like, nope.
I want to go last. I want Kaiju to go before me. I want to make sure he's.
Yeah.
So Kydra would be like right behind Daon in that sense if Casimir's flying.
What was that?
I didn't like that.
From the pit below,
No.
Oh my gods.
bursting through the bridge directly on the
No freaking way.
Boy, I'm glad I'm
Yeah.
blind.
He's a perfectly normal child. Just don't. You have to make sure not to startle him. Is all.
Yeah. All right.
Sail Torg went over.
We'll talk about this later.
Yeah.
hold on.
Yep.
Hold on.
I'm scared.
Oh, the
Why are you
background's black now.
scared?
It's nothingness.
It's like an RPG monster. It's gonna peer out of the void.
Oh, hold on. It's being stupid.
So big that half of its body's under the bridge and the other half's above the bridge.
Guys, I'm nervous. I hear combat music. You guys.
Why do I hear combat music?
There's combat music coming from the void.
Just imagine if, like, all the music our characters actually heard, like, they lived in a world where, like, Midnight Syndicate was actually just orchestrating all the music.
The paranoia would be out of this world. It's too immersive. It's too frightening.
Yeah.
Why is half the bridge gone?
What the first thing after this roar that Quasar, well, not Quasar, but Phineas sees is two large glowing orbs emerging from the pit below, and then an open maw full of purple glowing fire.
I knew we should have flew. Oh my goodness, I knew we should have flew.
Bursting from below is a dragon that is black as night with a purple aura coming off of its nose, breaking the bridge as it plummets below into the pit of nothingness. And that is where we're going to take our mid-session break.
Of course.
Oh.
So
I saw the
everybody,
time.
we will be back here momentarily as this shadow dragon makes himself known at the Bridge of Crossings. So, if you're just now joining us,
We're about to fight a dragon. Yo.
no,
We're about to fight a dragon. Hi. Yes. As always, you're welcome to come and check out the rest of our sessions. This is session 3,000,001, I believe. Session 44 of campaign 2. Session 4. You can catch all the other 43 episodes of our second campaign, all archived on YouTube and on the podcast network. That also goes for our first campaign, campaign 1. We are Prestige Encounters, and if you happen to be joining us on any of those non-live mediums, come catch us live on Prestige on Twitch. Yep, that's right. Look, dancing babies here, and babies dancing for your entertainment. Don't let the baby down. Don't make the baby sad.
What about podcasts now?
Oh, you made him sad. You made him sad. Yes, we love you. Keep listening to us. Keep watching us. And if you would love to come join us, we are always open and welcome. We are Prestige Gaming Community. Hey, look at that, hearts. And we'll see you after the break.
be right back, everyone. See you soon. And welcome back, everyone. So we are now rolling initiative as the party faces a shadow dragon, but they don't know what that is.
No.
What the hell is that?
I don't have
I
a
told
shadow
you not
of an
to
idea.
throw things into the abyss. I told you it'll throw it back.
I didn't throw a
Tenfold.
shadow, I threw a rock.
Where you do not have one person on the initiative board. I believe it's Astra.
Oh, whoopsies. Let me do that real quick.
Christian and Cardio.
I got it.
Awesome.
That's not my actual initiative, though. It's actually 17. So, only 2 more.
Dakota, have you taken the alert feat?
I have not yet.
Okay, I know that you mentioned it. So you do get a surprise round, everybody, as he is a
Yay.
dragon that can stealth. So as he comes
Like
up,
a surprise round?
he gets a surprise round.
As
Yeah.
in, he gets surprise round.
But I'm a barbarian. Once it gets to my initiative, I can rage and take my turn normally.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. You're saying that he doesn't do damage on the surprise round, or
He does have a surprise round, but but the barbarian can also take part in the surprise round as well.
okay. So yeah, he's gonna go first.
Barbarian.
So as he launches himself up, let me just measure this.
Oh no.
Oh god.
That is gonna get Phineas, Quasar, and Cormac, and that's it.
I cast no.
He launches himself up
Objection.
and opens up his mouth, and this purple glow emanates from his throat up and comes out as this almost purplish flame. Flame is the best way to describe it, but it's just pure magic essence. I need a dex save from all those 4 mentioned people.
Phineas, you have a plus 3.
16.
+3. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, 19.
Oh, not you.
Hold on.
Just
Hold
oh.
on. Okay, so 14. Hang a second. Okay, and
All right.
4.
So what were all of your saves?
17 total.
17.
17,
17.
16.
16. Dion was not included. Okay. Dion was just missed. Okay. So if you all 3 of you failed because the DC was 18.
Oh,
That is going to be 60 points of necrotic damage.
well, I'm sorry.
60?
60.
Okay.
Excuse
so-
me. Cormac just throws himself off the side.
Sorry, 60.
Yes.
Jeez.
That is the least sexy 60 of all time.
No, the worst. That is the worst 60. Boom. You see that? You see that hit point go down? You see that HP go down? Boom.
So you after this happens, you hear, "It has been a while since the living have come to this bridge." And with that, it is now Dan's turn.
So immediately, because of the feature, Daon, he snaps forward and he rages immediately, and he which uses his bonus action up off rip, and he will use his action, seeing as one of our squishy fellas just got kind of hurt. At least the squishiest person next to him. He's gonna use his action to give a little bit of healing to Cormac.
Preach.
Yeah. So nice 10 hit points back. You know, it's something. And he launches himself forward to the edge of the bridge, and that's as far as he can go. You know, he's standing there with his axe ready in a kind of lunging stance.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay, and with that, the initiative count begins with Cormac leading.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna shoot at this thing. So let's see here. You know what? I will. What do I want to shoot at it with? I'll try the pepper box.
Okay.
18.
18 will just hit.
Sweet. So let's see. Are you within 5? No. Fuck. All right. Okay, so that's gonna be 13 points of piercing damage.
That will be halved. He seems to be resistant to it.
Of course he is. Okay. Then extra attack. Shoot again. 20.
That will hit.
So, and then 7 piercing, whatever that is, halved.
All right, so it'll be 3.
And bonus action, steady aim, then I'll end my turn.
Okay. It is now the dragon's turn. Your attacks just bounce off my armor. As he's going to swoop around to here. And he is going to do his. You just watch as he beats his wings really hard. I need Cormac and Dion to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
Dion is a +3.
Nice. 24.
17.
Okay, both succeed.
Oh.
But you feel as if he's trying to knock you off the bridge with his wings, and you manage to like hold your ground, hold yourself onto the bridge. Clever. And he will fly 10 feet back, and he disappears into the shadow. And he'll roll for stealth. Astra, it's now your turn.
It sure is. And wow. Give me a second to think about what I want to do. Yeah, I know what I want to do. Screw that. I'm gonna jump off the edge. And I'm gonna do wild shape into a quetzalcoatl.
What a way to
Okay.
go out. I was thinking for a second.
Yeah, no, that's it for me, y'all. Peace.
It's not
No,
3 weeks.
I'm gonna be a quetzalcoatl, one of them big old flying dinosaur bitches. Okay.
Okay, is it a large creature?
Oh, it's huge. It's a huge creature. That's what it says. It says huge beast, dinosaur.
All right, there you are.
Quetzalcoatlus.
Yeah, and then I've got a fly speed of 80 feet. Okay, so I'ma take my happy self a little over here. I'ma chill. I'ma wait. I'ma lower myself maybe 10 or 20 feet and watch for anyone to fall, because I'm so scared of my friends falling into the void. And that's it.
All right, it is now Kydra's turn with Dayon on deck.
Alright. Did it successfully hide from Kydra?
What is Kydra's passive perception?
Well.
It has successfully hidden from Hydro.
Okay. Okay. I mean, there's really not much Kydra can do in this at this point. Then. Is Kydra just gonna hold his action, or hold his hold his action for when it next appears close enough to be hit.
Okay.
Then, yeah, that's it.
That's
I'll move him up, actually, real quick.
yeah.
So I just want to make sure that I make this very obvious. So there's 3 stable parts of the bridge. There's the one that you enter on the exit, and then there's like a pillar in the middle.
Yeah. Kydra's gonna get right there next to his lover.
Okay.
All
All
next.
right, Dayon, it's your turn.
All right, so Dion's a little bit frustrated that this sure has hidden itself. So he's going to just to prepare, he's going to use his bonus action to activate his celestial revelation, where he grows wings.
Okay.
And he will fly out this way.
Walk this way.
Do you lose your rage if you don't attack anything in your turn?
I'm pretty sure if I don't attack anything or take damage, so I guess to prevent that, could I not poke myself with something? Is that a thing that I can do?
You cannot.
I cannot?
Come.
What was that?
Yourself?
You can always re-rage.
Hold on.
I could.
You have to attack a hostile creature or be attacked by a hostile creature. Wait. They can maintain rage by attacking themselves and doing damage, according to D&D Beyond.
Yep.
Yeah, it says
You have to, yeah, so you can attack yourself, but you have to hit yourself and do damage.
yeah. Okay. He'll unarmed strike himself.
Oh my god, what's wrong with that angel?
He's a Sith.
I didn't realize he hated himself
Roll
so
to
much.
hit.
17.
Is that your armor class?
I guess that would technically miss.
He's
I
trying
could
to hit
do it
himself,
recklessly, and but that would still be a 17.
Isn't it like hitting?
Hey, I have 2 attacks though. I'm gonna do it again. Recklessly, of course. But yeah, I hit myself.
Okay. Dealing 5 points of bludgeoning damage?
Yes, 5 points of bludgeoning damage to maintain my rage, guys.
And does it
Isn't
do
it
the
8
extra damage
because of rage
too?
damage?
The radiant damage.
The rage
it does. Oh, the rage damage. So another 8, or another 3. So 8 total. It's
All
worth it.
Have to 4 because you're raging.
Oh yeah, have to
Bludgeoning
4.
damage.
All right.
Frick.
Anything
Cool.
else for your turn?
He can't really do anything else, so he's just gonna stay on the lookout for this shadow dragon.
All right. Casimir, it's your turn.
So we saw where it last was, right?
Yeah, you did.
Fireball.
Okay.
Level, just doing a standard level 3 fireball.
So where it last was is where Dion is currently.
Oh, I'm gonna go a little past him. I mean, like, I'm not gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it where it
Can
would.
you ping the exact square you're doing it?
That's a question. I
Just
can
one of the
measure.
questions of all time.
Okay.
Yeah.
it's-
So that was me pinging. That's not him.
So we'll still hit Dion.
Well, I'm gonna say he's gonna kind of plan to hit it like here-ish, so it'll do radius around that area.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just made this
yeah.
fireball for the first time.
I mean, I used it last time.
Well, for your wand, I guess. I thought you had it on
Yeah.
your spells.
No. Yeah. So using the single charge from the wand of fireballs. Thank you, that one character who gave me this. And we'll roll it out.
Okay.
So it needs to make a DC 15 Dex save, I guess.
Yeah, the fireball misses.
Okay, so it looks cool.
As you guys watch as the spark flies out of the wand and
Listen,
nothing else happens.
Casimir's playing Minesweeper right now. Like, he's accomplished his goal. And then as a bonus action, he's going to Blade Song.
Okay.
And gonna fly up about 10 feet, but stay where he is.
Okay.
What's my thorn?
And it's on Quasar's turn with Phineas on deck.
Yeah, Quasar's just gonna look at Phineas and see that, he's all fucked up right now. Just gonna use all of my lay on hands on Phineas. 45 hit points.
45 hit points back to Phineas. Wonderful.
Yep.
Wow.
You're touching the bed. You're touching the bed.
No,
Ooh,
you'll
that
be
feels
okay.
better.
You'll
That
be
feels
okay.
better.
And speaking of burn, I'm pretty sure your child is like some sort of demon or devil or something.
Sorry, was that out loud?
I mean, loud enough for Phineas to hear.
Boot in a boot.
Oh, shit.
No reaction from Phineas.
Well, no one's perfect.
Okay, no, I mean it literally, but okay, yeah, no, just whatever.
He doesn't like being changed. It's true.
Okay, do you think Phineas? And I end my turn.
Phineas.
Okay.
Four max on deck.
We can get about. Oh god. Okay. Phineas is going to try to pilot the broom just to the other side. Only a speed of 50 feet though, so it's going to get to about there. Boom. Ah, Christ.
Do a barrel roll.
Where?
Do a barrel roll? Actually, I'll tell you what. Sorry, changed my mind. 50 feet. 40 feet, 30 feet, 35. Okay, yeah, just about there. Boom.
All right.
Back here with Quasar. Okay. Just so he can just fly so that there's bridge underneath him. And as his action, he's going to ready Eldritch Blast. to attack the thing as soon as it shows. I will say, unless it's hiding behind something, given Phineas's feature, he can see normally in darkness, even magical darkness, for about 120 feet. So unless it's hiding behind something, he should be. I don't know if he'll. Maybe it's in the mist or something like that. He should be able to just see through all of that as if it's normal.
So the way that the Shadow Dragon is worded is that it says while in dim light or
just turned
darkness,
invisible.
the dragon can take the hide action as a bonus action. So I'm just going off
Sure.
of overall perception versus stealth, wherever it is. Even though if you can see through it, because it kind of melts into the shadow, like it becomes without you.
That is perfectly fine. I just wanted to double check: can we hide in plain sight right in front of enemies, or do we have to hide behind something?
So unless you have a feat similar to that, it would be this. You would have to hide behind something, as like a rogue or something like that.
You mean as an action instead of as a bonus action,
Yeah.
like he's doing?
Yeah.
So we can't hide in plain sight,
You cannot know.
but he can.
Yeah, because that's a direct feature of.
Sure. Yeah. I just wanted to check. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So perception check. Sure. Okay. Passive perception is 10. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. No, don't see a bloody thing.
Cool.
Cool.
Not one.
That one. That's another one for the. Oh wow, it's 2 net ones, but I really only meant to roll just 1 net one. Anyway, I'm prepping an Eldritch Blast and ready to attack this thing as soon as it shows up.
Okay.
Yeah, just crackling energy, man. Listen,
Cormac.
all commentary about my
Oh.
parenting can be directed to me at another time.
Yeah, understood.
Yeah, great. So I can't see where this thing went. Great, love it. Do I know a general direction of where it went?
Where Dion is currently.
Yeah.
Where Dion is currently.
And there was a giant explosion.
Oh, cool. All right, I'm gonna just shoot into the void. And also, I'm dumb. I did this wrong. I'm gonna bonus action first, steady aim. That's what I was supposed to do. So at the end of my last turn, I was just saying words. Anyway. Yeah. So bonus action, steady aim. And I'm gonna switch to my musket this time around.
Okay.
Must.
All right. Let's see. So wait, if I'm firing into the void, am I rolling a disadvantage?
Tell me where you're shooting.
I like below Dion, like right next to him, right here.
King one more time. You can shoot with disadvantage.
Okay. But with steady aim, I have advantage, so it's just a straight roll. 18.
18. Yeah, that'll just hit.
Sweet. And how close is he to Dion right now?
He is like right under Dion.
Right under?
Yes.
Oh, that's even better. That's the wrong button. There we go. Okay, so that's going to be 12 points of lightning damage plus 7 for sneak attack. So 19
Alright.
total.
19 total halved.
Lightning damage?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
God damn it. Anyway. That's my turn.
Hold on, So, with your elvish, your half elven eyes, you take him and you can just notice this slight change in the coloration of the darkness where this dragon has concealed itself using its shadow. The essence has received from devouring souls and it's being in this shadow-like realm. And you take the shot, not quite sure where it is, but you hit it, revealing it to everybody.
Phineas was holding an Eldritch Blast.
So yeah, whoever is holding an action until the monster made itself visible, you can now take that action.
So where is it?
Yeah, just give me a second.
Okay.
Wow.
Right there.
The one place I wouldn't aim to be a good friend.
Okay. I don't think
Just
Hydro can
aim
reach
down.
it.
It's fine.
It's the nurse. Watch out. It teleported.
Yeah, I don't think Hydro can reach it. So I don't think Hydro can attack it. Just holding an action.
Just pull off one of his hands and throws it.
Hey, throw the stone hand.
It's
No, Kaijiro gave that back to one of the zombies when he was running away like a fucking Scooby-Doo.
he has darts,
Oh.
right? He's got darts.
All right, so
does he have
Phineas, what are your other?
So yeah. Sorry, I rolled. I misclicked a couple times here, but okay. So the first attack, the first beam was 25 to hit.
That will hit.
Dealing 15 points of force damage.
That will do full
Smack.
damage.
Ooh. Nice.
And the second blast is 21 to hit,
That will hit.
dealing 15 points of force damage.
Yeah,
Alright.
Kaijiro just can't attack.
Yeah, both full damage. Great. That's it. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, so he is going to fly away from Dion. Dion, you get an opportunity attack if you so choose.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's gonna fly away from me? Well, does a 23 hit if I'm attacking recklessly?
23 will hit.
Yeah, then he doesn't get to fly away. He's still under me.
All right.
Sentinel moment.
I wanna fly away.
Good.
All
What's the
right,
damage?
The damage,
I need to know damage
will
by
be
type, please.
damage by type. Okay,
Mhm.
does what? 10 points of magical slashing damage.
That will be halved.
Magical slashing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Oh
god.
shit.
Resistance.
Wow. Okay. What? 5 points of radiant damage
That will be full
and
damage.
another let's see, another 4 points of radiant damage on top of that.
All right.
So
So
I guess
as he tries to fly away, you take your action, you swoop down, and you put your axe into its leg and prevent it from flying away in mid-flight. It turns around and is going to make its attacks against you.
no, it's also its speed is also reduced by 10, just for another detail. It's making an attack against me.
Yep, it's going to make its first attack. It's going to be its bite. That is going to be a 27 to hit.
Yeah.
Is it? Nerves. Let's see this.
That will be another 27 to hit.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Hey, a hit's a hit.
Who gets the advantage?
Let's give it to Quasar.
So that will be 23 points of piercing damage divided by 2. So 11 points of piercing damage plus 4 points of necrotic. You're resistant though, so 2.
Yeah.
2
Okay,
points of
so 13 points of damage total.
for its bite.
All right.
And now it's going to do its claw attacks.
Okay.
That first claw attack is going to be a 20 to hit.
Yep.
That is going to be 16 points of slashing damage, so 8 to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second claw and the last attack, its second claw attack, is going to be a 25 to hit.
Yep.
For a total of 15 points of slashing damage, so 7.
Okay. Ripping chunks out of Dayon.
Yeah, and
I'll let you guys
it
know that.
slashes one claw right down his chest, another one, and as this is happening, and you watch as this purple glow comes up into its throat once more, and that will be its turn. It's now Astra's turn.
Yeah, it is. Quetzalcoatl noises. I don't know what sound that dinosaur made. Anyway, is I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's what it sounds like. I'm gonna fly under this bridge. Okay, womp. Now, I have a question, DM. What's the attack range on a huge creature? Is it just 5 feet?
The
Question
creature
mark?
stat block would have its attack range.
I don't see it. Maybe that's me being actually stupid. But I
think
don't
you're
see
stupid.
it.
Okay, so let me pull. It just so happens I have a monster manual right in front of me. So
Yeah, you
It's,
confirmed the
reach 10 feet.
Quetzalcoatlus?
You
10
have a
feet.
reach of 10 feet for your bite.
Okay, epic. So if I'm sitting right here, I should be able to reach homeboy. And I only traveled about 30 feet. So I can return to position without him having opportunity attack. But I'm gonna hit this guy with my bite? Question mark? Yeah.
Ooh.
Let
Actually,
me,
that specific dinosaur is not in the original monster manual. I think it's in Mordenkainen's or what's it called? Volos.
That's
think,
kind of intimidating.
It's in Mordecai's.
I got a 16 to hit.
16 will miss.
That's embarrassing. I'm gonna just move a little back, but I'm gonna stay relatively close, you know, so I can catch my friends. But wow, that's mega embarrassing.
So Astra tries to come up and tries to bite at its leg, but the teeth just scratch on the scales, which are hard like iron. And she flies away. Is that your turn?
Yeah. Oh no, actually, I'm gonna use telepathy, and I'm gonna talk to Dion up on the in the sky. I'm gonna just, you know, let him know, hey, Phineas is bleeding real bad, and that's it. That's it for me.
I heal.
'Cause- Am I tripping? Let me see.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Phineas is hurting, dog.
All right. At the end of your turn, it's going to take its next legendary action. I need a dexterity saving throw from Cormac, Hydro, and Phineas, who's just within that 15 feet.
Oh.
And your turn. Oh no. Okay.
+3 to Phineas. So,
Okay.
you know.
Oh, that's great.
No.
That's 18. Woo.
11.
Oh.
And for Hydro, please.
Oh yeah, Kydro. My fault.
Oof.
Yeah.
Hydra is immune to dragon damage.
Kydro got a 23.
23.
Nice.
So, Cormac, you're going to take 2d6 plus
not too
8
bad.
points of bludgeoning damage.
That's not too bad.
That is 13 points of bludgeoning damage,
We take that.
and you are prone.
What?
No, well, that's fine.
The dragon is
Third-
now going to fly away from Dion.
Wait, you said
best-
Ooh.
You said 2d6
Plus 8.
damage.
Plus
Oh, +8. I didn't hear the +8 part.
Yeah.
I was like, 13 from just 2d6? How?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
wait, so its movement speed is minus 10. Let me just check the flying speed.
Let me read the exact wording of Sentinel really quick.
Oh, it has a movement speed of 0
Yeah.
until the end of the turn.
Yeah, for the rest of the turn.
so-
So
The turn though, that
Yeah.
doesn't include legendary actions like he's doing now. So I think
that turn ended. So yeah,
Yeah.
he still has full speed.
You
Or
can fly
but he-
30 feet.
minus 10.
But
Minus 10 from Slasher, right?
Minus
Yeah.
10 though. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's going to dive bomb the other bridge.
That's
Interesting.
Yeah. Thank God we're flying.
Yeah, I think everyone on that side is flying right now, so that's good.
Yep.
It's
And
almost
he's
like
gonna
he
end
planned
up-
out.
Right there next to Astra, actually. And that will be the end of his
Okay.
turn.
Oh, dear.
It's now
No!
Hydro's turn.
Yeah, Kydro's going to run and jump onto Astra.
Whoa!
and then start beating the shit out of this dragon. All right. Oh boy, I'm excited for this. I get to do the Kydro. Yeah. So you know. Oh, I can't edit anything on his sheet, but I'll
No,
mark
yeah,
it.
you
I'll
have to
take
be the
my
owner.
notes. Yeah. I'll mark it in my notepad. So what? He gets 4 attacks before he blows. So.
Dion's on deck.
Come on, roll to hit it. Oh man! That's some bullshit. Hold on.
While he's doing that, while Jeremiah and I were at the gym today, I was like, Jeremiah, I have such a great idea for tonight's session.
What if I just killed the whole party?
Yeah, he didn't tell me what it was. He was just like, I just
Yeah,
had an
no, that's
idea.
the theme.
Alright, so that is a 22, a 15, a nat 20, and an 18.
Everything but the 15 hits.
Alright,
Every bit of damage that Kydra can do will be halved.
every damage?
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right. So the damage for those is d6 plus 5. I don't remember. How do you do crits?
So you roll your damage, you double the damage dice. So if I roll 2d6, I will double the amount on the 2d6 add modifier.
Okay. All right. So from the crit, it's gonna be fire damage. Not that it matters. So that's 11 points of fire damage, and then roll. 6 points of lightning, and 7 points of. What? I don't even know. I don't know what damage types he does. Another fire.
Poison.
That's poison. Yeah, whatever.
Just
Poison
give me a
damage,
total, please.
So.
24.
24.
24, and then is that the total?
Yeah, that is the
Alright,
total.
So that will be halved.
Yeah, so 12.
No, not my pen. Did another pen? Nope, we're good.
Wump. And now Kydro is on Astra.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
At the end of your turn, he's gonna make a tail attack against Astra.
Ah!
I dip and dodge and avoid it because I'm that bitch.
I mean, gotta roll it.
Like,
She took a DNA test.
yeah.
Hey.
No. 15 to hit.
Guess what? It misses. Wait,
Does
I have
it?
I have an
No.
armor set of 15. Never mind.
Aw.
Damn, that's a bummer.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Oh.
Boo
Guess
womp.
what? It misses. Just kidding.
I lied.
That's gonna
Yeah.
be 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
I tank it easily.
As he
Easily,
does
I tank
a
it.
flip in midair and brings his tail slamming down onto your wing. You hear a soft break as a few bones in there are broken.
Oof.
Ooh.
Ow.
And it's now Daeon's turn.
Okay. So, Dan's gonna fly on over. Forget that he is flying. This is his void. That little thingy on him. And then, he will make some nice attacks, some reckless ones.
Okay.
So first attack is gonna be a 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Okay, so that's gonna be 17 points of magical slashing damage,
Have.
plus an additional.
Is that including? That's just slashing damage. That's not your radiant, right?
No, that's not my radiant. I
Okay.
was about to total that up really quick. Plus an additional 9 radiant damage,
All right.
and then he'll make another attack. So 28 to hit
28 will hit.
for 20 slashing points of magical slashing damage, and I believe that's it, because I think my radiant damage only applies to the first hit on each turn.
Okay.
And then just looking at my options here. Yeah, I think that's all I can do for now. Yeah. That's it.
All right, Casimir, it's your turn.
All right. So Casimir's gonna, without leaving its range, kind of fly around. Do I need to actually do this? Sorry. First times. I'm a spell virgin.
Spurgeon.
Oh God.
I am a Spurgeon.
Yeah, but I don't actually need to do it. It's gonna kind of go, reach and pull it a little bit of powdered iron. Looking down, said, "You really can't let Astra do you like that," and enlarge him.
Okay, I've got some words.
Wait, who did you just enlarge?
Theon.
Dion? Okay.
They got Viagra.
Yeah, he just went from big to big.
Like a Spurgeon.
Wait, there's a pun here. There's a pun here, and it's like I'm like, you know, a combination between Swole and Dion, like dull.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So
We all.
yeah.
Dull.
We on. I don't
So
know.
you go up to the next size. All of your weapons
Yeah.
are with you. You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and all of your weapons, while enlarged, do an extra 1d4 of damage.
Nice.
Does the toga grow too?
Everything.
I mean, everything on him does.
everything.
Everything,
Every part of him. His axe and his axe. His club. Whatever.
He's just staring
Dion,
at this
you have
dragon.
2
Now that I'm
axes,
as big
right?
as it. He has. Do I have 2 axes?
Oh, you
Um,
You did pick up a second axe a while ago.
I did pick up a second axe, but it was just a what plus something axe.
A +1.
Yeah. By
Yeah.
the way, I like to think that his wings don't grow, so he's got little cherub wings now.
Come on, his wings
there a
gotta
magical
grow. He's
effect?
gotta compete with this guy.
Anyway, anything else to return there, Casimir?
Let's see. As a bonus action, he's gonna look disapproving.
Okay. Noted. Dakota.
Everyone blink! And I'm casting daylight centered on my scimitar.
Solar flare.
I love daylight. It's great. So 60-foot radius sphere of light spreads out from my scimitar. It's bright light for that 60 feet, and then dim light for an additional 60 feet. So 120 feet of light.
That will disable his stealth ability.
That was the plan.
Love that.
Down glistens in the sunlight.
And then
Like weirdly oiled up.
When did he have time to oil himself?
It was the
Slow
innards
it
of that
zombie
small
guts.
goblin.
Who,
and
by the way, is
that-
still cowering on the side that you guys began on.
That's all I'm gonna do for this turn. Next turn's
Alright.
big though.
It is now Phineas's turn.
That might be the ugliest feature overlay we have ever.
So just a clarification, because we can't see depth or height. So Astra was about 10 feet below the bridge, right? Am I
Correct.
remembering that right?
Correct.
And is the dragon went right up to her?
He
Correct.
is at level
So is
with
he, like, 10
Casimir
feet?
right now, but he has to reach at 10 feet.
Okay, so Phineas meanwhile was like hovering over the bridge.
So you
So
would
he's
be
not
within
within-
melee
yeah.
range if you so chose.
I would be?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Like, am I within melee range of him? Like, well, I'm actually within 5 feet of the dragon. Okay, that's
Yeah.
a problem. All right.
Not for me.
All right. And so Phineas, feeling the heat, not wanting to be anywhere close to this dragon.
Heat of the moment?
Yeah, feeling the heat of the moment. He is actually going to Misty Step bonus action. 20 feet. There.
you don't take Quasar with you with this stuff.
No, yeah, it's okay.
So,
Quasar's over there.
I'm still in the broom.
Yeah, you're still in the broom.
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
You take the
I was like,
broom.
bro.
Yeah, but he does yell out a command for the broom. Come get me.
Yeah.
And it doesn't require an action, as far as the description says. So from his vantage point over here, standing on terra firma as it is, he's going to cast a little Eldritch Blast.
Sick. I love you make the broom and give Quasar an opportunity attack against him as you move him away.
No,
Force movement.
Quasar's curves be fine. It's force movement. 23 to hit with a 15 points of force damage, sir.
That's
That's
three
rolling a bunch
15s
of
in a
times.
row,
when it
my
shouldn't.
guy.
I know. I should get
Impressive.
dice. Actually, these are the best dice. I'm not gonna get new dice. So that was a 23 to hit first.
Hits.
15 points. And another blast. This time it's a 24 to hit.
Hits.
Amazing. I'm so glad. And this time it's a glancing shot, but it still does 9 points of force damage.
9 points of force damage.
Boom, boom. Okay. Running out of ideas. That's the turn.
All right, it is now Cormac's turn, who is currently prone.
Yes, and I'm going to stay prone.
I changed the
Because
color so
why
y'all
not?
would stop bitching.
I wasn't bitching. I just thought it was funny.
Bring the piss back. Anyway,
I want to see piss.
Quentin has a very particular
okay.
Craigslist ad online.
This episode's called Golden Showers.
Yeah.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Up
Pause.
the brakes.
Hey,
All right,
yo.
Cormac, take your turn.
God, you would think this is a beach
being-
episode with all
that's
these
being
water
clipped.
sports.
Bring the-
Anyway,
Bring the
Ugh.
piss back.
It's on the prestige
yeah.
fence.
so I'm gonna bonus action. Steady aim. Couldn't think of the word there. Sorry. Listen, reading is hard. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will take. He's gonna try again with the pepper box this time, so that he can get a few more shots off with that. And with that, he's also gonna expend a grit point for violent shot. And he's gonna shoot at him one good time. That's a 29.
Oh, hit.
Cool. So, is anybody within 5 feet? You said.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I am.
So 13 plus 11, that's 24. So half would be 12.
Mm-hmm.
And then the extra damage. It's going to be 14 halves, so 7. So 19 total.
Nice.
And yeah, that'll do it.
Okay.
That's my turn.
So the dragon is going to move towards Dion there.
Okay.
Astra.
Opportunity.
No.
Well,
Please.
This is a good
Please.
thing.
Oh, wait,
Astra,
no, this is good. This is good.
Astra
Oh.
and Kydro can have an opportunity attack
Let's go.
along
Quasar
with
as well.
Quasar.
And
Yeah.
Casimir.
And Casimir.
Were you
Four
on the
opportunities.
bridge?
Yeah, I think he was floating
So
right above the bridge,
all of
right?
you get opportunity attacks. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I got a 17.
17 will miss.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
He is,
that's
and don't call him Shirley.
crazy.
That's crazy to me.
That's a crit.
Whoa.
Casimir misses.
So let me hold
Your
on.
12 misses, by the way, Casimir, not to be
Yeah.
outshadowed by
Oh,
the
boy.
crit.
I
Sword
feel
and
what
dart,
you're.
so-
I feel what you're doing, Dakota. I can sense it.
Okay,
Silver
so
birds, Quasar. Just kidding.
hey, so that's plus an additional. I rolled both ones on the damage for that. So that's actually a 9 for the damage from that. Which is just non-magical slashing, so it's halved. And then I'm gonna expend a 3rd level spell slot
Mm-hmm.
for Divine Smite, which is this. I mean, I'm assuming it's just actually a dragon, so it doesn't add any damage. It's not an undead or a fiend.
It is considered a dragon.
Okay. So 4d8 radiant damage. So roll 4d8. Well, that was a GM roll. Oops. But
I got it.
you still see it.
It was 18 points of radiant damage.
Well, it's crit radiant damage.
So double, so 36.
So, yeah. So 36 radiant damage on top of 4 slashing.
Yep.
So 40 points of damage.
Okay.
Yippee!
Anything else? For
I
any
mean, that
other
was-
opportunity
that was-
attacks? That was it?
Yeah.
All right. It is going to use its breath weapon. I need a dex save from Quasar, Dion, Cormac, and
Whoa.
Phineas.
Oh
Whoa.
no.
Okay.
Whoa, guys.
Granted on this.
Oh, I didn't realize you could reach that
Wait, so-
far.
Natural 20.
Oh no!
Who all is it hitting real quick? It just
You are
four-
18.
It's hitting
Yeah.
everybody except for Kydro, Casimir, and Astra.
okay. All right. You said dexterity save.
Please.
All right. Wrong. 22.
Okay. What did Phineas get?
18.
What did Cormac get?
7.
Surprisingly.
And what did Dion get?
I got a 22 with a natural 20.
All right. So everybody, if you got above 18 or above, you are going to take 35 points of necrotic damage.
I'm dead.
Gross.
I'm
I
gonna
take an additional half. I take half of that, so that's what, like 17?
17.
Okay,
Yay.
cool.
And
All right,
if
lay it on me.
you failed, that will be 70 points of necrotic damage.
Cormac's down.
Thank God that's not your full health, huh?
Oof.
I'm still up. So we're
I need a
good.
concentration. on-
concentration.
Concentration save throw, please, on your daylight spell, which is
It's
concentration.
not concentration.
It's not.
No,
It is not. Wow.
it just lasts an hour.
Cool. So there is one last thing here.
Oh.
Cormac's body begins to shake and convulse, and a shadow rises from his corpse immediately.
Huh?
What?
Oh, do I get to do this now?
You
What's
are
going
under
on?
my control now, Cormac.
Whoa.
Yay, love that.
Whoa.
But prior to this happening, are there any last words?
What?
Huh?
Cormax?
Carbon death.
Guys.
What?
What?
I got nothing.
As quiet in death as he was in life.
Basically.
Tell us what the armband is about.
Another purple orb begins to build up into the dragon's throat. It is now, I believe, let me just double read this feature just to make sure I'm doing this right.
Guys, I'm scared.
Immediately
Guys,
after the
I'm
dragon in the
scared.
initiative count.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Fun fact, Shadow Dragon was one of the big bads of the last campaign, and he never got to use that feature because y'all killed him in like one turn. So
We were too cool for
We
school.
were a lot of people, to be fair.
the Shadow's gonna run over to Phineas and reach out to grab him.
Is this a grapple attack or is it an attack?
It is just an attack. That is gonna be a 22
Okay.
to hit.
Yeah, 22 hits.
Let's say no. Try again. Silver barbs.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was like, wait, what? That
Try again.
will actually be
He's DM now.
an 11 to hit.
11 misses.
That will miss. And
Advantage down.
it is now Astra's turn.
Oh, gee golly. I'm so glad. Man, I just watched Cormac get eviscerated. Sheesh. We finna do another dive attack. Let me roll this real quick. What is that? 16 plus 4 is 20, so dirty 20.
That will hit.
Oh, I don't know the damage though. Give me a second. I have to do my research. Heard. No way that I got it. I got a 3 for damage. I got a natural 1. Anyway, I'm finna dive in, dive back out. You know the jam. Keep some mad distance. I'm gonna move
Astra?
back 1. What's
Astra,
good?
How do you want to do this?
Woo!
What?
He had 1 HP left.
Are you
That's what
serious?
plays are.
Yo, I'm diving in, supersonic, hawk speed, like the dive bomb, okay? And I was smacking that bitch in the jugular with my sharp ass face, dog. Bonk, breaking his neck. Every single, yeah.
So with the
Let me hear it.
assistance of Quasar's daylight, he becomes more solid, less of a living shadow, allowing you to do full damage against him as you dive through, slicing through his throat as it is so, and just this purple fire and magic and this black ichor starts to spill out as he lets out a roar in pain from this damage. The wings fold in onto the body, the shadow disperses, and he plummets down into the bottomless pit.
I would do a victory dance, but I'm a dinosaur.
We
So instead, I'll
Kydra's
return
on
to
top
a
of
safe
you.
side. Yeah, I'll return to the safe side and then do my victory dance.
So what happens with this shadow?
yeah we
Yeah, what's going on here? Is it still up? Is it still coming towards
The
me?
living shadow disappeared when he died.
Look, R5.
Oh, quick thing. I'd like to drop Kydro off my back, dump that bitch on the side.
where
Okay. Then I gotta go over to Cormac.
where
Okay.
are you dumping Kydro?
I'm dumping him on the very far side across the bridge. So all the way. What is this? 80 feet? It's something crazy. Yeah, trust me, guys. I go so fast. Boom. 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 I'm there.
Phineas calls for his broom,
Wow.
like a snooty guest snapping his fingers for the waiter.
Quasar just goes, "Ah!"
I have to
Yeah,
return. Can I revive?
Then he looks over at Cormac's
I
body.
think you have to leave your wild shape first.
I think so.
Oh no.
I don't know if I want to do that. Sorry, Cormac.
That's insane.
I mean, what's happening? Is Cormac?
Cormac
not
died.
breathing.
I mean, we don't know that.
I know it. I just watched his
That's right.
soul exit his body. I'm an exit
We
wild
don't
shape.
understand you. You're a Quetzalcoatlus. You're just shrieking
Yes.
at us right now.
Yes, you're hearing a bunch of dinosaur noises. Till I unwild shape, which is now.
Yeah, Theon, you have that ability for some time. Can you? I mean, we need to get across the bridge, and I'm assuming Astra will change back, and we can try to revive Cormac when we get there.
Dan will grab everybody that he can, including Cormac, and bring them all to the other side of the bridge.
We're gonna bring a slime goblin too.
I mean, if he wants to go.
Please take me. Please.
He grabs him with his index finger and thumb, and then
Theon is exactly like the god one thinks he might be. He's divine.
So the party finds themselves on the opposite end of the gorge. Cormac's body is laid down.
Cormac.
all right.
Does anyone have diamonds? Do we have gems?
You should have diamonds from Aspen's stuff.
Goodness, I'm gonna have to grind them myself. Are you serious?
Do they have to be dust for the spell?
Yes.
No.
What?
That's what
What
the
are you
book
trying to do?
says.
If
Revive him.
it's Revivify does not require ground diamond.
No.
It's just
Let's
a-
go.
no, it's just a
Let's
diamond.
go. I'm gonna use
Restoration.
all my diamonds.
Dayon is, while she's doing this, he's gonna assist by praying to Brolin. Or attempt to.
I actually don't. I don't know how many gems I have on my How many?
Aspen had just the amount that you need for one Revivify.
Is Revivify prepared?
Yes, it is.
You're the cleric.
Let me make sure. Yes, it is. I'ma cast it. Bam.
This
Bam.
is Cormac's. Cormac, when you updated your sheet, is this your second or third death?
This is my. Well,
Damn.
Are you talking about in dream or in real?
The dream would not count technically.
Okay, then it's my first death.
This is your first death.
Whoa.
Okay. All right.
I'm really good at staying out of range of dying.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. I get real close. I teeter the edge, but
Could I have everybody deafen except for Cormac, please?
I would love to do that.
Oh boy, okay.
Cormac's mad at me.
no, I'm I'm just like, I have a lot of emotions going on right now. Okay, mainly exhausted. Anyway,
Cormac, you open your eyes to the sounds of the forest. Birds chirping, a number of insects buzzing about your face, these massive trees with diameters tens of feet wide reaching up towards the sky. A little bit in the distance, the sound of saws on wood can be heard as trees are being harvested for lumber. Cormac, you look and see your father walking towards you. Your head is in the clouds again.
what did you call me?
Come, there's work to be done.
Cormac will follow, but he's gonna be hesitant.
You spend the next several hours preparing lumber to be sold at the nearby towns of the kingdom. Sorry. The kingdom of Rivermore. The nearby town to the south.
Right.
When I called you earlier, what seemed like you were lost in your head. What was going on?
I don't know. It's just seems like I was in the middle of a fight or something.
Well, fighting is a long ways off. We very rarely see violence out here.
But Cormac's just gonna like rub his brow because he's with confusion. None of this makes sense. I watched you die. I watched the village burn. At
this point, you hear a softer voice whine, Revelor, what is wrong with you today?
He's gonna turn around to see who the voice is.
You recognize it to be your mother.
Mom,
do you need something to drink? You seem like you're... I think he's heat exhausted.
It's just this. No. This can't be real. I watched all of you die. I heard your screams when me and Father were in the forest.
But come back to the house. Let me check you over, make sure you're okay. She'll offer her arm to you, kind of like loop her hand through yours.
Yeah, he'll grab it, kind of like shakily, still holding his head, all confused and such.
You walk back to your home, where she sits you down. She starts giving you water and wetting the cloth with some nice cold water and starts dabbing your head. You shouldn't be out in the sun so long.
None of this makes sense.
Sweetie,
I saw you all die, and then
I know.
I went on this adventure of revenge, and my uncle, he's the one that did this to all of you.
I know. Bonnie, it's not your time yet.
What do you mean it's not my time?
There is a sudden pulse in your chest as this beat of your heart erupts like a cord attached to that very chest, you're pulled through the force. The light and the flashing images turns into just a solid color and then black. You open your eyes to find yourself on a pillar on the opposite side of the gorge. Everyone notices as Cormac takes a deep breath in.
He lives!
What
Someone
happened?
get this man a drink.
Welcome back.
Well done, Astra. Well done.
Thank you, Astra.
Of course.
It would appear, Quasar and Astra, that we are in a rapidly shrinking minority. Everyone else here seems to have died at some point.
Well, I almost died once, if that counts.
You said Astra. Okay, no.
By the way, Cormac, you have 1 HP.
Got it.
Yeesh.
Well
Astra
done.
has died.
A proficient revivify, if I do say so myself. It's not an easy trick bringing someone back from the dead, but you've done it. Very well done.
I don't imagine Cormac wanted to die.
Can you do that to me?
It's too late for you.
But maybe we can speak on your behalf to the goddesses. You've been an apt companion leading us through.
Yes.
It's very helpful.
How do you feel, Cormac? Good to be back amongst the living? In the land of the dead, albeit?
I honestly don't know.
Hey.
Mind if I lay my hand on you for a moment?
Sure.
I'm gonna cast a second level Cure Wounds. So that will be
It almost seems like
18 hit points.
death was slightly sweeter than the predicament we're in now.
Oh, don't say any of that. It is quite the ugly predicament, but look, you're here to fight another day, although you might not be in tip-top shape, and I'm glad to have you back. And Dan, hugs you, really hard.
Which
What
hurt.
did you see, if I may ask?
Just I was reminded of better times.
Oh.
A home?
You know.
Your home?
Saw my home, saw my parents. My village was still intact. Everyone was happy. And just, I don't know.
You can take solace that they're waiting for you. But your time isn't done. You know that.
That's what my mother said.
You get to speak to your mother?
Mother knows best.
And my father.
Very interesting.
Oh.
You see, when I died, I hadn't known that I died, so I thought my goddess came down herself to congratulate me for felling a minotaur. But no, she was like, "You are dead." I was very surprised.
Well, guys, on the bright side, literally, this spell won't wear off for another hour. So we got a lot of
let's
lives.
move on.
Yeah.
We've moved well past it. Sorry, we're not even within range of this. We can't even.
Yeah.
It's
it may
centered
well
on my
have gone on
scimitar.
already.
Innocent.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
it's following us. Yeah.
And you
Just
didn't have to make any deals, Cormac. It was just you got to see your loved ones and choose to come back.
Yeah, my father greeted me. I did some work with him, and my mother thought I was suffering from heat stroke. And when I said all that happened, she said that it still did happen, but it wasn't my time yet. And suddenly I was sucked back here.
Is that why you... It doesn't sound like you chose to return, but you did, in a way. Is that what motivated you to return? Her words?
Yes,
That's
I guess
the
it's that.
rumor.
That still feeling of petty revenge that I've been seeking all this time.
I believe the soul has to be willing, does it not?
It does have to be, yes.
So-
Which is why I ask, because
So
that
in some
sounds
way, you
awfully
did
peaceful.
choose to come back,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of if it was subconscious or not.
I guess my soul knows I still have work to be done.
And you
Yes,
can always
yes.
return there when you die, right?
I certainly hope so.
I don't know.
God, it was like I was really there. Again.
In a way, you were.
Wonder if we get a second chance.
Do you need a second, Cormac? To rest, or are you okay?
I think I'm good.
I can heal you again if you need me to.
I'm
Mhm.
more than willing to carry you.
I can make tea.
Fine.
I-
I'm assuming the same conditions that were before I died are still in play.
Mhm.
Okay,
Hmm.
damn it.
I would. I
What
mean,
conditions?
as much as
Like you should only be exhausted if you failed that check. Your strength should be back since you took a long rest.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm just exhausted now. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Well,
I hate.
if you that con save I had everybody make at the beginning of the session. If you pass that, you're not
Oh.
exhausted.
Never mind. Yeah, I'm good then.
Yeah,
So you have
So-
no active conditions.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I know we want to Cormac to rest, but if we wait here, there's other evils that will just pick us off.
Yeah,
The
we
city
should-
is in.
We're
I
so
doubt that plan was
close.
alone. Let's proceed and
I forgot about
Find
you for a
ourselves.
moment. Zombie.
find a safe place.
Wait,
I can help you walk, Cormac, if you need. I think you should be fine, but
we're talking about second chances. I feel like I haven't been quite upfront with all of you. If I'm gonna do this second chance, I'm gonna do it right. And I'm gonna live by the name that my parents gave me. My name's not actually Cormac.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh,
The
And
devil, you
McGuire-
say?
McDwyer actually is. Well, Dwyer was my clan, so I took on the name McDwyer. Cormac was a combination of my mother and my father's names.
Hmm.
I
So what
guess
is your
it's time to properly introduce myself then. Everyone, my name is Revelor.
Revelor.
hello.
So your name is Revelor Dwyer?
Yes.
Does that mean anything to any of us that sound familiar?
I need Casimir and Phineas to make history checks.
Okay. Revelor. How interesting. I knew a Revelor once. That's an 11.
11?
17.
17. Okay. So
Sorry, that should be at a disadvantage. Let me just let me do that again. Yep, 11.
So the Dwyer clan was a clan in the kingdom of Dolenglen. To the far south, they mostly did business within the kingdom of Rivermore, as they were mostly in the merchant trade of logging and timber.
Okay.
But they were a fairly prominent family, fairly wealthy for the Wood Elfin region.
Yes, I think I had a butler named Revelor.
No, I don't think you did. You're... So, I mean, it was presumed you were from Dolengard as a wood elf, but I say your name has some notoriety, some prominence. In other nations, you might have been a member of a noble family.
Aye. You definitely got the notoriety part wrong, right? Because there's definitely people out there looking for me, as you've all seen.
Yeah, stabbed in the
Who-
back.
Well, I
Shot,
haven't seen
stabbed.
are you still who we know?
Of
Or is
course.
it just the name?
It's just the name.
Okay.
So if you prefer to call me Cormac, that's fine too.
It's how do you pronounce it? Revlar?
Revelor.
Revelor? Understood.
Personally, I think that name sounds cooler.
Yeah, a little
Agreed.
bit. I mean, Cormac was easy on the tongue, but Revelar is like.
I feel like Revelor rolls better.
Yes, I like it. It sounds like the word revel, which is something I do love doing.
It sounds very noble.
Sounds like a revelation.
It sounds like you're destined for greatness.
One can only hope.
No.
Well,
You've
you
helped
made it
us.
this far, so
Yeah. We've done some great and some terrible things with your help.
Next, are you gonna tell us that your beard is fake?
Oh, of course not. You get a little
Comes
tug.
right off.
just
Okay,
rips
okay.
it off.
It's actually like a flying squirrel that's just clinging to his face.
That's actually really clever.
Well, shall we get this over with?
Yes.
Yes, we shall, Revelor.
I believe we're close, right, Zolban?
Yes, we're so close. We just need to go past the mountains and we'll see it.
I believe he's been pointing that way through the whole conversation.
Yes. Yes. Let's
Yeah,
make double time, huh?
Yeah, let's move.
All right. So
Phineas, we'll continue that later.
Dion, why are you walking so fast?
No, I was just doing this with my arms.
You're speed walking.
I know it gives the illusion of me going fast. That's the point.
It does. It cuts the air.
he's walking
Yes.
as fast as a 55-year-old woman when it Coles when it opens.
That's
Holy
speed.
shit,
Gotta
the
spend-
Flash?
gotta spend that Coles cash. Barry
Actually,
Allen himself?
It's walking as fast as a Karen looking for the manager.
I got Coles
God.
cash.
Coles cash.
I'm just gonna whisper in Phineas's ear. Do you want to fall back from the group a little bit? Just so we can continue our conversation.
I'm listening.
What's
Yeah.
your passive perception, Astra?
It's super high. Let me grab that number
Stealth roll,
for
please,
you.
Quasar.
Stealth roll? Okay.
18.
18? Alright, I was gonna roll better than 18.
Yeah, good
less than
luck.
that 20. So, yippee!
So you do not hear it.
Neither does Phineas.
Keeps walking. No, he hears it and
Yes, he is quite
narrows the
whispering.
eyes. All right. And we'll just sort of step back a little bit, let the
Yeah,
group continue on.
Yeah.
Can I have everybody else deafen?
Oh, okay. Twice in a session.
Twice in a session, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Astra's not deaf end.
Nice.
There we go.
Go ahead.
So just continue our conversation in a more calm climate. It wasn't a matter of your parenting or a comment on your child's behavior. Your child is quite literally fiendish in nature. And are you aware of this? Do you...
Are you a parent, by any chance?
I'm
Have you ever been a parent?
I've never been a parent, no.
Ah.
I mean, I hope one day to
Let
settle
me tell
down.
you something. Whenever that may be, I will tell you that when the day comes that you hold your child in your arms, that you will know absolute and utter terror. You will also know a measure of acceptance of another being, the likes of which you will never feel ever again in your life. Because here in your hands is your salvation. And no matter what you do, no matter what it is, no matter what this thing does in your arms, you are bound to protect it. No matter what it is. Especially if you know for sure that it's yours. And he is mine.
I was just asking if you knew about his fiendish nature. I didn't ask for a lecture on parenting.
I say that by way of explanation, I suppose, but
So,
yes,
so you know.
yes, my friend, I do know.
Okay.
Of course. But it's not it doesn't have to be important.
It's not important. I was
No,
worried
of
for
course.
your safety and the rest of the group's safety. I didn't know if some fiend had latched itself to your child or something of the sort. I just wanted to clear it up. I'm not gonna say anything to the rest.
Well, you are surprising. And here I was preparing to square off.
No, I'm not looking for a fight.
Well, that's a relief. I'm not so
Just-
sure I'd win in this state.
Or I'm not sure I would either. Honestly, I'm pretty hurt right now.
I look down, but he would.
I figured as much. Just
Not a word until I'm ready. Thank you all for your understanding.
yes.
Right. I lean down, I kiss the baby in the head.
And then guess Quasar will just speed up to match the rest of the group. Phineas wants to do the same.
Yeah. Just sort of
Right.
link back.
All right.
Yep.
And you catch up to the rest of the party. Just as you guys are clearing the mountains, and you're now granted the visual of this massive plains. On the far side, there is a grand city made of this black and green stone, but the green stone has this like glow about it, almost like a turquoise sheen to it, and it's just off the distance like a beacon.
We're almost there.
Any other dangers in the path, or I suppose you don't know what's beyond here?
I need everything that would get us right.
Well, you have. Congratulations.
We've come this far.
So about that wine you were telling me about, Phineas, that sounds very delicious.
Wine?
I'm so upset that I wasn't able to try it.
Oh, well, I did save a bottle from the cellar.
Oh, really?
Yes, I was hoping to test it out on someone before I drank it.
Dion's a good target.
I could drink it.
He's just standing there, his
I would
like hands are
also-
clasped together.
Would also partake.
Yeah. Oh.
This is how we die.
Well. Perhaps we should find a safe place. If any
guess
such
so.
thing exists around here.
I guess we should
Yeah.
wait until the city then.
I was gonna say, what happens if the living drink something that's from the dead?
That's why I wanted to test it out on someone. I offer it
That's
over to Dion.
He's gonna pop. Is a cork rotted, or is it?
The
Is he able
cork
to pop
is
it?
rotted.
Okay, Daon's gonna take it. And he's going to take his
He's gonna saber it with an axe.
Yeah, he's gonna take his axe and he's gonna saber the top off,
Nice.
Yeah.
and he's gonna smell it.
It has on the nose, it has like a very dry smell to it, and you're getting hints of cherry and dark chocolate.
So it doesn't smell like it's gone bad. Okay.
Not even corked a little bit.
Ooh. Dan's gonna look side to side and he's gonna take a sip. It tastes fine.
Yeah. So it is a dry, full-bodied wine, and the tannins that you get along with this are, as I described earlier, cherry with dark chocolate with it, the characteristics of the oak cask that it aged in, and those flavors have just continued to grow more bold as it has rested over the several years.
That sounds
Just-
so fucking good, Michael.
He's just holding the bottle of wine. Ah. Ooh.
Well, don't drink it all, man. Give it here, and
I took a sip.
let's make a clearing. Let's
Like
find
a
a spot.
countdown.
We deserve a moment. Let's take a moment.
We deserve a moment.
Yes. He'll hand it back over to Phineas.
All right. We'll sort of set up a kind of a makeshift kind of resting area.
Esmer was watching
Yes.
Dion for signs of
If
death.
there's if there is a goddess out there, I'm sure that she can wait. Yeah.
Oh, but this wine proves that my goddess is with us right now.
Very well.
As long as you're with us.
What
Your
the
goddess will be
hell's?
with
I'll
us.
I'll take a swig.
Woo!
Unbelievable. Just like I remember.
Well, wait,
Can't
isn't
believe I managed to retrieve it.
so?
I'll
Was
puff
it
around.
explained to us that like the stuff in the forest and like that we would find was like memories of stuff like that was remembered like very fondly?
Mm-hmm. That was explained to you by Cookie.
Okay. Okay, I couldn't remember if you explained it to us, the players, or was explained to the characters.
Cookie
Person we
explained
can
it.
greatly trust, yeah.
A fun memory.
So that
Yes.
yeah, it wouldn't have gone bad then. If you remember it being good, then it'll be good when you drink it. Well, I guess
He's just gonna sit there forlornly, and he'll say out loud, "So why didn't I see anything of her? Why wasn't any of her there?"
ooh,
You can't just say that.
Forgiveness.
Tell us.
You.
it appears you need another drink, Phineas.
Hmm. Are you talking about the mother of your child, Phineas?
Yes. But not this child.
So, you say you had another family?
I had a wife. Oh. It's a sad
Wow.
story, really. After I crashed out of the academy, you see, mother and father were awfully ashamed. There was a plan B. After I failed to become a powerful archmage, the next best thing was to marry me off to someone. And, well, they found someone. Rich enough family. New money, you see, but you do. And, well, I won't pretend to be I won't claim to have been the perfect husband. There were a great many years where I was quite far from it, but Charlotte was a sweet creature. A good person. And I think over time we came to like, possibly love each other. In all that time, I didn't think that there would be an heir, despite all the pressure. Certainly took a long enough time. But then the happy news came. And do you know, just for one moment, a few months, I thought perhaps everything would be alright. I'd finally found something worth doing. Worth living for, you know. And we were happy. And then that dreadful day came. Well, they didn't make it. And one by one the servants left. I was in no fit state to be around anyone, I suppose. It's a wonder we found this wine bottle. There wasn't much left afterwards. And then, of course, the fire. Could have just something of hers, something of Charlotte's, I think. I think it would have all been worth it. But it was all gone.
Do you know what caused the fire?
I said it. Carelessness, drunken accident. Nothing exciting. I was just trying to light something on fire. I was such a failure of a mage by that point. Wouldn't you know it worked?
Well, Phineas, for what it's worth, I think you're a brilliant mage.
Okay,
Well, that's very kind of you.
Diana pats Phineas on the back twice, looks at him in the eyes deeply. Some rough shit, man.
That's rough, buddy.
I left something out, of course. Several things.
Don't we always? Half truths are easier than the full truth, huh?
Yeah. The baby will sort of stir and just sit in his old soft clothes. He is mine, you know, Julian.
I would certainly hope so, but
With who?
The woman in the fire.
the woman
What?
in the
Which woman in the fire?
The one I've seen almost every night since I was a boy. See, she's always been the lady. She's always been there. Guiding me, perhaps? To what end, I don't know. Always some comfort from her. And when it all went wrong, and Charlotte didn't survive and the baby. It was her, at least, in the fire. And she gave me a son.
That explains a lot.
It
Honestly.
explains nothing to me. Sorry, is there some context?
No
Where's that?
context. Don't worry. I
Well,
made a promise that I'm determined not to break. So.
Yeah.
For- for what it's worth, you seem like a good father to Julian. Even with your sly remarks, you have a very caring aura about you when it comes to that.
That's very kind of you. Father's love knows no limits.
I wouldn't know.
No.
I want to thank you all for your companionship in this time. You've shown me quite a lot. She's watching you, you know.
The lady in the fire?
Yes.
Do you know her name?
I don't need to.
We are harangued by a lady of fire.
Yes. I imagine so.
Atagora.
Oh. Is that correct?
The very same.
What? Okay.
Um, I won't be needing this anymore, by the way. I'll start to take the amulet off. Amulet of proof of detection. You've given me a lot to think about. Both of us. Julian will just sort of peek out from inside Phineas's robes. And then turn, and for the first time since you met them both, Julian will smile. Just a wide, dark-eyed smile. And then blink out of existence.
Okay.
And then
All right.
Phineas will, for my last trick, of course. I want to wish you well. And perhaps we'll see each other again soon.
Where do you think you're going?
There's a spark.
Home.
As a vortex of flames erupts from underneath Phineas's feet. And just as quickly as they came, they've gone.
We need to move. With gods.
We need
What
to
have we? Oh, God, we're such.
In this moment of turmoil and confusion, the party has to decide what they will do next, and what comes next is a story for another time. Well, everyone, that was session 44 of Prestige Encounters.
What the f-
What a roller coaster that was.
Don't mind if I
And,
scream.
yes, I do. So everyone, thank you so much for tuning into our session tonight. It was a really great one, and it is, we won't be seeing No for another 3 weeks. Chloe will be gone next. We might see her after that, sooner, hopefully. I hope. But anyhow, appreciate everyone for tuning in tonight and being part of our session this evening. Sad that Nazmir and Kaijo could not make it, but without further things for me to say, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on over to Chloe/Astra, who's our Furbolg Druid, as we make our quick goodbyes for the night.
So obviously, Miss Kaijo, Miss Nazmir, Miss y'all lots. I would say probably the last 45 minutes was me screaming repeatedly over and over. Thank goodness I was muted. I was I'm muted, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. Overall, really great session. I had a really great time. I knew that something was gonna get fucked up on that bridge, even though it was built perfectly, and it was the best bridge I've ever seen. I just knew something was gonna go wrong. So, yeah, we made through though, like bandits, because we're the best. And that's all I have. I'm really excited. I won't be here next week. Hopefully I'm here the week after that, but hopefully we don't TPK. So I'm gonna pass that over to Jeremiah, who plays a Dion.
And before Jeremiah says anything, by the way, dude, that was a short rest. Congratulations on your short rest. Go ahead, Dion.
Oh.
So, just for an added level of description, at the end of that crazy event, you would have seen Dan's face of pity and understanding shift to an empty expression as Phineas Rex revealed this information and left.
Well,
You've seen him in anger. You know, you've seen him in anger. You've seen him in happiness more than ever, right? But just blank, empty.
Interesting.
And besides that, that was a great session. It was a very interesting combat. The whole bridge thing was
A bridge too far.
yeah. that was pretty intense. A shadow dragon was not what I was expecting. You know, Michael's like, I have an idea, and I'm like, oh no.
True.
But yeah, pretty crazy. And in that, I will hand it over to the man of the hour, Noah, aka Phineas Rex.
Only because I grabbed the hour. It's mine. Thanks everyone. Thanks for joining. Phineas Rex is a character very dear to my heart. I really enjoy playing him. This is the second time actually I've played him in a campaign, and I was very happy to step into his shoes for a little bit. His register was really fun. It was actually first played him with Geek. Hooray! So this was kind of cool. Yeah, D&D is such a fun, interesting thing, especially when like happenstance, things outside of your control affect the way the story shapes. and I always find moments of absolute beauty come about from things that you didn't really plan, but then when they shake out, it's almost like they were always meant to be that way, and you wouldn't change it. So thank you everyone for being part of that, and thank you Michael for putting together your cool ideas and stuff and letting us play that one up and giving us the space in which to play out our stories. Always appreciate it. And with that, I will turn it over to our recently deceased and re-ceased companion, Cormac slash Revelor.
That's me. All right. Whew, okay, there was a lot of emotions going on that episode. Like I was just I think one of them was one of my emotions mainly was, oh god, now I have to roll a new character. Anyway, yeah, great session. Glad to finally get that little bit of Revelor out of my head and introduce him to all of you. And yeah, so until we all see each other again, I want to thank you, of course, to everyone in chat. Thank you to all of our wonderful players, and thank you to our amazing DM Salcos for bringing us together every week. And yeah, and also I believe when this gets put out, it'll be the 4th of July. So happy 4th of July, everybody. And
unless you're in the UK, then happy Traitors Day.
happy Treason Day, you ungrateful colonists. Anyway. Yeah, so normally I'd pass it over to either Nate or Jaden, but they couldn't make it tonight. Best wishes to both of them. So I'll toss it over to Casimir, who's played by Guy.
Yeah, it's really strange. I'm not used to being passed on by Quentin there. That was an episode of many revelations, Revelor. And I love playing a character that I often play as a little goofy, but he's smarter than he appears. And having that, like, oh god moment of we've been walking with the enemy's pawn for all of this time, showing her where we're going, ruining everything, all of our plans revealed, including the prophecy, which we revealed. And it's delightful, and it's things you can do in Dungeons and Dragons, and especially when you have players who are so willing to be subtle and delicate and elegant like Noah can be. And, Quentin keeping this secret, not even making it, no hint that he's been lying. It's delightful, and I love playing with you all. And, I'm going to say every week is a joy as we get to see the new characters and sometimes new players join. And I do miss the people who aren't with us today, but I'm glad we were able to have a good session even without them here. And I pass it on to Dakota.
Dude. Fucking Atagora? You're kidding me.
I had to say it.
Oh my god, I'm so mad, but I'm so happy that it happened because it furthers the story in such a way that I could have never seen coming. Like, that was phenomenal. And it's just like, oh my god. Oh my god. I'm very excited to actually make it to the city, to see where that takes us. I mean, other than actually the city. But yeah, amazing session. Thank you to everyone. And thank you to Michael, who I'm going to pass it on to now.
Thank you so much there, Dakota, and thank you so much everyone for tuning in tonight. Great session. We will see you next time as we play Prestige Encounters on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at twitch.tv/PrestigeGC. And thank you to everyone who has donated to the Trevor Project. There's still 2 days to do that. It's not too late. And we will see you in our new Minecraft server as we bring on new challenges and new elements to a game that many of us have been playing for many years. So everyone, without further ado, bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Oh my god.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.